All yiggity, and we are back, man. We knew they was gonna do what they was gonna do, right? Right? Like everybody's like, y'all jumping into conclusions. Let the investigation play out. Blah 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 blah. Nah, man. We already knew what the skull was, right? So the community's upset. Ben Crump's on the case. I got a little bit of Nolan's words for him, and I got some interesting takes on what's going on. I even got some of Nolan's friends. They did a group chat, and I got the whole thing. It's like about 10 parts. And we're going to hear some inside information about some stuff that went down that nobody's privy to. So stick and stay on Keep You Be Podcast. Let's just hear from Nolan real quick. This is Nolan himself talking. Rest in peace, my boy.
Yeah, really. It's really like a brotherhood, not just in here, like school, community, classroom, like everything.
Yeah.
Just really having love for your teammates and just Ocean Springs in general.
Do y'all hang out outside of here a lot?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Do we?
Y'all live together pretty much? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We be everywhere.
Sure.
Us three. Last spring, us three, bro, we were together every day, wasn't it? Like when it was it spring when it was cold and then he had the Chrysler?
Oh, that was
fall.
like two. That was about 2 years ago. But
fall,
every
bro.
day,
We're
we just
together
working out.
every day.
Go to the crib, play the workout, get eats, go to the crib, play the game, go home, get back on the game, just chilling.
Man, that's sad, man. I think that people live through their voices and the stuff that they record. So I definitely want to give him his shine on the broadcast. But I'm gonna wait till everybody get in here to play the friends and this, that, and the third. So make sure y'all hit the like button and share the broadcast because it's finna go down. They got Ben Crump on the case because they say it was way much more than just a drowning. And we already knew that. But Don Lemonade is gonna break it down for you because he had a little exclusive interview with Ben Crump and they spilled the beans. Hold on.
Benjamin Crump, who's representing the family in this case, he wants an independent investigation, is also asking for an independent autopsy. They're moving along on that. We got that exclusive information, and we spoke to Benjamin Crump just moments before we went live with this live stream. So here it is, and then we're back after it, and we can analyze. Famed civil rights attorney Benjamin Crump joins us now. Ben, thank you so much. First of all, the most important thing, or one of the more important things, how's the family doing?
They are still in disbelief, Don. It's like they say they're in a nightmare and they can't wake up. They still have so many questions as to how their son, who was set on Monday to have his tryouts because he is a Division II college athlete, and this was going to be his year. He was having workouts, he was doing training, and so they know that he was very focused on moving to a Division I program, and so they're just shocked that we're in 48 hours of one of the most consequential days of his life, this would happen. They are just in disbelief. And the reason that's so relevant, Don Lemon, is, there was an alleged argument, and people say that was over things about he was being very clear to not have anything to do with anything that might get in his system because he knew he had his big workout coming on Monday. And so that's why they're like, just not accepting any of this, Don. They are not accepting that their son just died by coincidence or accident.
Right.
Ben, do we know what that argument was? Do we know specifically if it was Nolan and people with him?
Well, we have an investigator talking to some of their friends, and we're gathering information. As we get that information, we will share it because we want to be transparent. We don't want to speculate, but we want to investigate. And that's very critical here. That's why, Don Lemon, we are having an independent autopsy done on top of whatever autopsy was done by the state of Mississippi. We're going to have him flown to a medical examiner in Washington, D.C., where his body will be preserved to do an autopsy to study every aspect of if he had any physical injuries to his body beyond drowning.
Mm-hmm. So Benjamin Crump, who's representing the family.
Yeah. And if they had to identify the body, that says something too about the trauma that was done to his body, because it was just not even a full day when he went missing and found in the water. And I'm sure he didn't his stuff didn't break up like that. Rigor mortis didn't set in like that yet. Come on, y'all got to tell me something. Tell me something different than that, because I'm not even really trying to hear that. The verdict's out, man. The community is speaking. Ain't nobody feeling what they talking about, but I got the exclusive for y'all. I got his friends. They did this live stream, right? Shout out to Steven Triplett. It says Nolan Xavier Wells' friends expose what allegedly happened during Nolan's last moments on Earth. This is part 1. It's like a 10-part series, so we gonna go through it and listen to what the kids had to say. I'm Jay Lava. I scour the internet so you don't have to. Let's go.
Alexis.
I just wanted to come up here and say that Nolan was my friend, and that all these like stories going around, like even from like our point of view, because we're getting it different than what the public is seeing because we're at the behind the scenes. But they definitely did something to him, and they're all trying to change the story. Everybody that was near that boat is trying to defend all their other friends, and every time you talk to a different person, the story is changing.
Wow.
Can you tell that to the guy that just left off that just left off this panel? What was his name?
He gone. I don't remember.
Yeah, I bet he is.
So Alexis, Cindy is saying be careful. But is there anything that you can tell us in detail, like that you feel safe saying? I don't want you to say anything that you can't say or don't feel safe saying.
Like, what do you want to know?
So what exactly happened from you guys' side?
From our side, there was an altercation with a different boat, which had other kids on it, black kids, and there was an altercation. There was a fight, something happened, and they went back to their respective boats or whatever. And when his best friend was on the other boat, so when he went to go like check up on Nolan and everything after the fight, Nolan's boat was gone, but they had stayed for a couple more hours. And so when they got back to land, they had his phone. So Nolan didn't even have his phone. The phone was at one of the boys' houses, and they didn't want to give it to his parents, and they had to send somebody to go get the phone from his house. That's why, like, when we checked his location, everybody was like thinking that it wasn't serious, because we saw his location. It said he was in Ocean Springs, Mississippi, like at his house. Yeah. But they wouldn't give his phone back to his parents, and they were seen eating out the next day.
Wow.
And when somebody asked them, like, hey, why aren't you out looking for your friend? They said, y'all already think we did it.
Did what?
Exactly. And then also that night, they were seen at multiple parties when they got back from the island around like 7:00. So they still continued to go out that night, knowing that Nolan wasn't with them and that nobody had seen him.
Damn.
So what pisses me off the most is they did allegedly whatever they did, but on top of that, they didn't even care. You're partying.
Here go part 2.
Alexis.
I just wanted to come up here and say that Nolan was my friend.
Oh, hold on. I thought I had part 2.
And
hold on real quick.
That all these
part 2 right here.
Sorry.
No.
I'm so sorry.
Yes, I'm definitely sorry that you guys.
That being said, kids do stupid stuff all the time.
That's not stupid. They just didn't care.
somebody being unalive is something stupid. Is you for real? What is y'all talking about in these comments today? Listen. What you just said was stupid. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
So, sorry, Alexis, quickly. You said there was the altercation that happened on the boat was with other black kids. There were other black people on the island.
There obviously, yes.
Oh,
But
yeah.
they rode on separate boats. There was supposed to be other black people on the boat with Nolan, but they got told last minute that they couldn't go. Because there wasn't like enough space. But the story that they keep trying to push out to everybody is that the boat was sinking and taking on water, and they were telling Nolan that he needed to get on the boat, but Nolan wanted to stay back with a girl that he never met, which he wouldn't have done, because if that was like we're all from the same surrounding areas, she goes to Moss Point, which is like 20 minutes away. Why could you not hang out on land when you got back?
If the boat that you came in was sinking and you knew that.
And so that was like the crazy thing, is that they're talking about, oh, the boat was sinking, and he didn't want to get on the boat, and the boat had to get towed back. But if that was the case and he said he wanted to stay there, why did you take his phone back and not leave him on an island without a way to get home?
Right. That don't even make sense.
So, Alexis, I do want to ask you this. Bubba is asking in the chat, what was the fight about? Do you know what the fight was about?
Do not. I think it was like just people got heated. There was obviously drinking and stuff, and they were probably arguing about something and it just escalated more than it should have. But in the videos that you can see, obviously the fight was loud enough and big enough to cause all the other surrounding boats to pay attention, and that be the main focus of what everybody was seeing at the time.
And Alexis, I do want to ask you something else. How long were they friends?
They've been friends for a minute. I mean, these people have gone to school together since elementary school.
Yes, and I want to ask another question from the chat. Dark Chocolate said, my thing is, why did the boat really have to get towed back, and was his BODY on it?
There is some speculation, like this is just like hearsay, that the boat was owned by this dude Wyatt. But when the boat got brought back, it was parked at Warren's house, which is his mom is the judge.
Sorry. I'm so sorry.
Yes, I'm definitely sorry that you guys.
That being said, kids.
All right, hold up. That was the end of part 2. Let's go and head over to part 3.
Somebody said they drove by like later that night, and like they were cleaning out the boat. Like it was like dark night, not like regular time when you would clean out a boat. It was like later at night. And then there was a girl on the boat that's not in any of the pictures, or wasn't the girl that he was talking to. And when she got back on land, she turned off like her Snap location, but her best friend still had her location on Find My iPhone. And she was all of them were at one house for like 4 hours.
That's suspicious.
Yes.
What? Like what? First of all, like if you got back on the 4th of July, you came back, you're supposed to be having a good time still. There's like a little after party, you're still vibing. Why is everybody's Snapchats going off? Why is social media is getting deleted? Why are we acting so suspicious? Like it's 4th of July. You just had fun on an island. Like what are you doing?
Exactly. Like stop it. Like y'all up in these comments just sounding fucking slow as fuck.
Yes,
Come
and
on,
Alexis, I do want to ask you too as well. So you did already confirm that one of the parents was a judge, so thank you for that. Also, I wanted to ask you, can you confirm that all of their social media has been scrubbed? So is it scrubbed or is it deactivated?
Only 2 of them are deactivated, but a couple of them are just private now. But the mom judge, she did deactivate hers. So like only 2 of them are actually, so 3 of them I guess are deactivated, and then the rest of them are just private.
Alexis, I have a question. Based on what you know of the friends, can you shed light on their dynamic? Is Wyatt and Warren closer than, I don't know, the other guys? How does Nolan fit in the the group? Is he at the bottom? Is he?
I don't know like their dynamic personally, but like they've all played sports together. Wyatt actually went to my school, so he didn't go to the same school as the other three kids that were in the picture. And actually the picture that's circulating, Wyatt's not even in that picture.
Ah, okay.
But the person that was to the left of him with the long hair and the black glasses, that's probably who he was the closest with. But the other ones, like, they're just friends that have been together. Like, we've all been at people's parties. Everybody hosts different ones. So, like, we all know each other from each other.
So the blue glasses is who he really doesn't know. I'm looking at the picture now. The people.
No,
with
he
the blue
knows
glasses?
all of them. But if he was, like, to be closer to somebody, it would be the boy that was wearing the black glasses.
Okay.
And somebody said they drove by like later that night and like they were cleaning out the boat. Like it was like dark night, not like regular time when you would clean out a boat. It was like later at night. And then there was a girl on the boat that's not in any of the pictures or wasn't the girl that he was talking.
My bad. I let the part 3 play over. Let's go ahead to the part 4.
Back for Biloxi.
Now, was this an actual physical altercation that took
They
place
said that
on land, or
somebody did get in a fight and that somebody got hit, but this was on land. It wasn't in the water.
okay? See, because I've heard and read certain things of arguments, fighting, and you never know exactly. But you being a source is nice to know that there was an actual physical altercation.
And is it my understanding that one of the young men is 21? Is it Warren or Wyatt, or are one of them of age?
I don't think so. We all graduated. They graduated a year under me.
Okay.
So I think Wyatt graduated with me. But he might have turned 21 this year. So I have no idea.
Okay.
But it would have been Warren that would have turned.
So Alexis, I do want to ask as well. So when there is partying going on, are drugs and alcohol the norm?
Drugs? No.
Don't say the word.
Oh. I would never be at a party with drugs.
Okay.
Alcohol.
I'm talking about for them. For them, do you know?
Maybe if they did it secretly in a bathroom or something, but that was never like something that would be brought out publicly. But I definitely, like, as all these people have gone to college, that has become the new norm.
Okay.
But alcohol, definitely.
I have a question.
Yes, go ahead, Kristen.
So the judge that you said that she removed her social media
Mm-hmm.
said is this the same judge that the boat was at her house?
Yes.
This is also the same judge
that didn't grant access to the lady that got she asked for permission to do custody exchanges with her kid at a police station and she said no, and then the baby daddy unalived her. And then also she's the same judge that told Aubrey Wyatt's mom, the 13-year-old that unalived herself, that she couldn't post on social media to speak her truth.
So Alexis, I want to ask you one question. And the phone was at this judge's house, right?
I'm not sure where it was, but it was on the boat, but they were not trying to give it to their parents.
Because I'm asking because if they were scrubbing the boat, and I have to say allegedly, then
done
they may
that.
have scrubbed the phone too.
That's
But
also
they
what
can
I'm
tell.
thinking. Back for Biloxi.
All right, that's part 4. We're going to part 5.
Sam told us that the body was moved. Can you confirm that?
I have no topics on that, but it's just very it doesn't make sense how his body was found in the first place that they looked.
Yes, and the reason why I'm asking that, because if his body was moved, they could have used his face to unlock it and then put him back.
That is also true.
Yeah.
Unfortunately for them, digital footprint is a bitch
Yes.
and it can be dug up.
And I think Snapchat is going to take it all down because that's where all
Yeah,
the evidence is.
Yeah, his brother right now is literally harassing people and texting them and trying to set the story straight. Some of I don't know his name, but the last name Seymour, his mom is texting people trying to tell the story. But each time they tell the story, it's different from each person.
I'm sorry. I got a question because you said that they was going around and they were saying that the boat was sinking. So if that's going along with the dialogue and that's how he drowned in GTA, wouldn't the boat wouldn't have been deep in the water just as he was drowning? Like how? I'm confused.
That's what we're trying to figure out. They said that the boat was sinking and that they had to get it towed back, but how would it end up back at his house?
But what I'm saying is, like, was it all? Because I'm thinking like the boat would have been deep in the water since he's drowned in GTA. That doesn't make sense.
No, I think the way it works is like when a boat it sometimes collects water when it's out for too long, if there's like a small hole or if the waves are coming, the current is coming up too high and splashing water into the boat, it'll collect water and kind of like weigh the boat down. So in that case, you've got to take it out of that area to a place where the current is less high so that it doesn't actually sink. So the boat wasn't necessarily sinking. It was just collecting water from what I know.
All right. And they
Dark
decided.
Chocolate is thinking like me. She said, I believe Nolan was on the boat. The boat never sank. This was a cover up. I definitely agree with that.
That's what I'm getting to because
That's what I also think because his best friend was on the other boat that had like the altercation or whatever. And when the fight and everything happened, they went to their separate boats.
It's like their thing.
They went to their separate boats, and when his best friend said he went back to like go check on him and see how he was doing, their boat was gone and they had stayed for a couple more hours. So if you were you wanted to stay back with this girl or whatever, and you didn't have a ride back, wouldn't you have asked your best friend to ride back with him?
And because Sam told us that the body.
All right, that was part 5. Let's go head over to part 6.
And he never saw him the rest of the night. And also the girl that they said was that he stayed back for was the boat literally directly next to them. So how did each side say that they thought they were staying with each other but nobody saw him?
Yeah, it just doesn't add up at all. None of it makes sense.
They didn't practice on their stories good enough.
They did so fucking slow, and I'm trying to understand. This person telling us to wait for the fucking autopsy. Why? When we fucking know.
Right. Ooh.
Yeah, they definitely need to check the phones. But Alexis, I definitely want to thank you for sharing that information because you definitely didn't have to. I definitely appreciate it, and I can't say I'm sorry enough for you guys' loss. You guys shouldn't be going through this, but that's why we talk about topics like this, because if we don't talk about it, it's going to get covered up.
Right. Alexis, another question. Are people like gathering in his name there? Are people like doing things, or is there any sort of like community outreach or stuff that's happening there for him?
I know we've done stuff as a friend group. There was a small protest at the lighthouse by I don't know who's that, but we're just waiting for like the final stuff so that we can all meet up. We're all going to church together on Sunday so that we can just honor him and all that other stuff. But we're waiting for like the big like funeral and everything to happen.
Yeah, I want to highlight Dark Chocolate really quickly. She's asking, do you know if the person that seen them outside at night went to the police?
I'm pretty sure he did. Because they're supposed to be getting polygraphed, but they all said no.
Of course.
And then before they even as soon as they were like getting taken in to get questioned, they all had lawyers.
So you can confirm that too.
Yeah.
So I do want to ask you back about this judge. I know you gave us a little bit of insight. Is she known around you guys' city and town as being dirty?
I don't know her. I just know of the three. Well, this would be the third instant that she has like messed up for the black community. But I know her kid, and he loves to say the N word.
Wow. Part 7, y'all. Here we go.
Hey,
Reno,
there it
that
is.
is so, man.
Jeez. I mean, wow.
God.
So I do want to ask you too, Alexis. Have you been to the police?
No. All this stuff that like I'm telling y'all is stuff that like we've talked about like as a whole of people that have already said it to them.
Okay. I do find it interesting too because if you were one of his friends, I'm curious as to why the police hasn't even reached out to you for anything, for any information.
Because I'm telling you the stuff that we've been told by people that have gone to talk to them already.
I can't stand people like you.
Okay. That makes sense.
Y'all see this, y'all?
Does anybody else have any questions? I know the story is very is a lot, but Alexis has definitely given us a lot of information. Does anybody else have any question? Crypto Boy saying, why would they? She wasn't on the boat. Crypto, when things happen, people do talk. And yes, Bubba, it is hearsay.
Yeah, I guess the person who owns the boat would have all of the information, the driver of the boat. And obviously he's not going to say anything because he's lawyered up, which is really suspicious because if that was your friend, you'd want to just like say like, yo, this is what happened. Like, so it's kind of like, I don't know, man. It's very sad. Very, very sad. My condolences though, Alexis. Sorry that happened to your friend, and I'm definitely following this story all the way to the end for sure. And hopefully everything over there is like, I don't even know.
To Raven. That's what we want. That's what I'm trying to figure out. It's so many questions. I'm so confused.
Well, she got the
Yes,
baby.
and I know Alexis won't have all the answers. She can only go off of what she was told. But it's definitely a lot. It's definitely, in my eyes, enough for the judge to be investigated.
And definitely recused from any part of the process. My biggest fear as a 51-year-old woman in California is that they will cover up, just like the Black Sleuth said. They're going to be two independent autopsies. They're going to be two different, outcomes. There are 9 of us in this chat. And if this case were to be prosecuted, it's not going to be amongst people like ourselves.
Damn. Is she a prophet? Because she damn near calling it.
Ages to come to, they're going to all come to a conclusion that these young people will get off. And that's just what I believe.
So Candy Girl is saying, Alexis, be careful. Judges control a lot and can get off who they want to. So definitely be careful. Definitely just be careful. But I can't thank you enough just for the information, because we've been saying from the beginning it doesn't make sense at all. And just thank you for confirming some things and just feeling safe enough to do that. So definitely appreciate it.
Right.
You're welcome. It still doesn't even make sense to all of us.
Yeah.
I'm trying to understand, like, so if he was left with the friend, with the girl, what happened with her? Like, it's so.
She was the first
confusing.
one to go to the police. She was the first one to like say everything. She was speaking up, all this other stuff. But she said she thought that Nolan was with the boys, and the boys said that they thought Nolan was with the girl. But how did neither of y'all say that when the boats were supposedly right next to each other?
Right.
Right. It is so confusing, but it's I don't know. That's
And then
But
allegedly, I
Miss
heard that
Pretty,
the
I want to say this too. It's not confusing. It just proves that they are lying.
Right.
I
you
heard a
proving
story
my
that the
point.
girl
I know
also
what
got.
I'm saying.
Yeah.
I know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm asking these questions. It's like I'm trying to be. I'm not being biased. I'm trying to
Yeah.
understand.
I will say too, and I just heard, I think it was just walking trying to say something. I just want to say something quick too.
Oh,
I'm curious to know if the water in his body, if it was before death or after, because they can determine that too,
If
especially
they
in an
look at the
independent autopsy.
autopsy and there's no water in his lungs, he
Oh
didn't
God.
he didn't go by drowning.
Yes.
Appreciate the
Can you
truth.
repeat that again? What you say?
If they do the autopsy and there's no water in his lungs, then that means that he didn't die by drowning. That
Yes.
means that he was dead
Murder.
before he was in the water.
Yes.
Exactly. I think that's what the second autopsy going to say.
Alexis, you got all of us quiet.
for real though. I was saying I saw a story that the girl said she contacted her family to come pick her up. She didn't get on the boat that she originally came on. Do you know anything about that? Have you heard that also?
Yeah, they said that Katie got home because she had family come get her.
Okay, that's part 8. We going to part 9. We almost done.
Getting done today, but also their
Mother said she got home safely because her mother's brother and his
because her
wife
brothers
came
had to come get her.
come and get her.
Right.
And that's why she was safe.
Safe from what though? I don't like that word. Safe.
Hold on. I got a question. So is they working on the autopsy now or
Yes, they said that the autopsy was getting done today, but also they're gonna get a private one because they just got the judge, or not the judge, they got the lawyer that did George Floyd and Breonna Taylor's case. So they're gonna get a second opinion
Fam.
by somebody that's not
Ben
in
Crump,
the
I
Yes,
think.
Ben
state.
Crump.
Yeah,
Yeah.
by somebody that's not in the state of Mississippi that can be persuaded with money from people of higher authorities.
They all connected. We already know the judge and the coroner and all of that. But at nightfall, you totally right. And again, thanks for the Jules Williams. If they did, that don't even make sense. You don't. The boat's not going down. Your homeboy's not staying with the girl. What? I'm finna leave. Y'all go ahead, man. I'm gonna go ahead and make sure she all right. I'm gonna just chill, make sure she cool. Yeah, right. And then for sure, all right, bro, we just gonna hold your phone for you. What? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Just go ahead and stay with her. Hold it down. We gonna take your phone and make sure it get back safe. What? You won't need this. What? All the phones is like waterproof right now. You might can't charge it, but you can definitely use it submersed, wet, and all that. You can make a call. How come he couldn't call his people to tell his people to come pick him up? God. And no, who was that said? Sounds like y'all already made up your minds. So if and when the autopsy foul play, you're just gonna deny it and claim the autopsy already came out, and we already knew that they was going. It already came out, and yeah, it's still foul play. What are you talking about? Shut up. Listen.
Yeah, I believe he's an activist attorney and an injury attorney.
Uh-huh. And they said, I don't like this one is definitely, I saw this one on Facebook, but they said the DMR released that he had bruises all over his body, and so did his grandfather.
Is that
But
true?
someone could argue that it was the undertow that, caused all of that.
Mm-hmm.
The toe won't cause bruises like that.
Okay, thank you for clarifying.
No, not like that. Undertow, the body will keep moving from place to place, and it won't. You don't have that type of bottom at Horn Island or in the Gulf of Mexico like that. That's real ragged where it will cause bruises like that, especially in 3 or 4 feet of water.
Right.
Thank you, Sam. That's why I keep saying I'm a woman from California. I don't know about these things, so thank you so much.
No, and that's good. And here's the thing: when they saying the boat was filled, was taking on water. Listen, I am a boat owner myself, and we have what's called a bilge pump on every boat, right? And that's for when the boat starts to take on water, it comes on and pumps the water out. So many gallons per minute. So it's almost, unless you got a big hole or took on a big swell and the weather wasn't bad that day for that boat to take on that much water where it would have sunk the boat.
Right.
And if it had sank the boat like that, when you're talking about a 20-minute ride, and where they lived was more than that boat would have sank if it was taking on that much water. That bilge pump kept it from doing that, and that wasn't going to. It taking on water wasn't going to cause it to break down. They're built for that. And the boat that I saw that was on the video.
Hold on, let's get on. This is the last shot, y'all. This is number 10.
That was on the video. I know that boat had a nice bilge pump on it that pumps out 20 gallons of water because that was over $100,000 boat.
Mm.
So they're lying.
And the undertow is not going to put you in the same exact spot where they first started looking.
No. He wasn't there when they were looking.
Yeah,
And
he was on the.
They brought him back.
They knew that.
Yeah, I can't even say anything. Because Alexis just came and proved everything we have been saying with every case.
Exactly. We don't need to wait for no autopsy. We don't need to let no who said that detective do their job, because they don't even fucking do it when they supposed to anyway.
I knew she was gonna start cussing.
Yeah, and I want to read some of you guys' comment. Dark Chocolate says Nolan was on the boat. That boat ain't motherfucking sink. I definitely agree. The Black Sleuth.
Hold on. What's going on?
Can sink. I definitely agree.
We got the ticker and the tinkles. All right, I can't let it slow down the program. But there was another aspect of this that I really wanted to touch on. It's like the propaganda aspect, like how it was portrayed before even the results, and how this all lead up to what we know as them trying to cover this up for them little boys. Check this out. I ain't the only one.
Wells' story is eating me up. And so we're going to look at this from a media literacy standpoint, because I saw some really concerning reporting today where a law enforcement official was essentially blaming Nolan for his own death.
Right.
Nolan Wells was on a boat. He left from a private dock area in the Ocean Springs area and proceeded with his friends to Horn Island.
Wells was visiting the barrier island 10 miles from the Gulf Coast, boating with friends, last seen about 3 p.m. Saturday.
They left and went back without Nolan. From what we understand, he chose to stay there.
And so I know that the word gaslighting is used and not always in the right way, but this is 10 miles off the coast on a barrier island with his friends who came back. He didn't. They had his phone. They're saying that he chose to stay. Was he?
Come on, don't do this to me now. She was cooking. Oh, don't do it to me now.
If you don't understand why,
Does Nolan Wells?
Hold on. She was cooking. Oh no. What's going? See, when you be doing, when you hit them likes and hit them likes and all, and drop a comment or something, make the algorithm go up or something, because when you get to cooking like this, it be Shady McGrady.
What's he supposed to?
I got the top 10 tulip intro nets. I shouldn't have not a single problem ever in life with intro nets. This is ridiculous. I'm calling conspiracy right now. This is it, people. Yesterday, y'all should have seen my stream yesterday. It was all stifled. Wasn't nobody in there. They did not want me talking about this yesterday, and it looks like they don't want me to start talking about this today. But guess what? Like I told you, I finished the stream yesterday, the whole 2 hours, because like I told you, I'm not here for them. I'm here for y'all. And they ain't finna stop it. Come on, we gonna try it again. Come on.
Story is eating me up. And so we're going to look at this from a media literacy standpoint, because I saw some really concerning reporting today where a law enforcement official was essentially blaming Nolan for his own death.
Nolan Wells was on a boat. He left from a private dock area in the Ocean Springs area and proceeded with his friends to Horn Island.
Wells was visiting the barrier island 10 miles from the Gulf Coast, boating with friends, last seen about 3 p.m. Saturday.
They left and went back without Nolan. From what we understand, he chose to stay there.
And so I know that the word gaslighting is used and not always in the right way, but this is 10 miles off the coast on a barrier island with his friends who came back. He didn't. They had his phone. They're saying that he chose to stay. Was he supposed?
No, not again. I ain't never seen this happen, y'all, ever in my whole life. Well, nah,
Was he?
I'm lying. I've seen it happen plenty of times. But only when I'm cooking like this, man. They only do it on the cook sessions. Now, let me skip past. Let me see.
He's not saying from what we've been able to determine, what we've been able to confirm and verify. He's saying from what we understand. He understands that because that's what they were told. Why is he repeating what they were told from the friends who left this man to die? Why is he repeating that on national television? Then why is a news organization that has multiple layers of producers as well as a legal and standards department allowing this to be broadcast without pushing back? I didn't even hear the word suspicious in the piece. And I am a Black mother who is at my wit's end with how this country continues to gaslight us and then expects us to stay silent. Because this is not normal. The reporter can only push back so much. So this is not about the reporter. It's about the organizations that handpick the Black faces that then go out and report these stories that are gaslighting to the American public. This is problematic. So this is how I can help by speaking up to say, hey, let's look at this critically. Let's look through a media literacy standpoint. Let's look at the information that's being
presented to us. See? Don't do that. Don't see y'all showing y'all panties. Y'all really showing out right now in the mix of her cookout. Come on. No, I ain't gonna let her die though. Hold on. Let me get it right on back. Yeah, what she said.
standpoint. Let's look at the information that's being presented. Let's consider why it's being presented this way, who it's coming from, what's being left out, what questions are not being answered, what questions aren't being asked. This is not okay. This is not how this story should be being reported out. This is the impact of seeing Black and brown journalists systemically laid off, fired, not renewed. Please tag some of your favorite independent journalists below, especially independent Black and brown journalists.
Okay, you lost me with the brown there, but I get the message. Gosh, I hate when they do that. I hate when they be cooking up and then they sprinkle a little bit of brown in there. Like, where'd that come from? Just talk to your people. Just talk to your folks. Jeez Louise. Anyway, listen, man. It's not just us saying it. Oh, heathens in my chat, you little devil heathens. I already know about y'all. But good thing we got Renee and a couple other people over there giving y'all the beeswax, right? Nightfall up in here, smacking y'all down in your whole grill. You dig what I'm talking about? This boy say he got a black son and he got a message.
Black people, you have got to teach your kids, especially your kids that are hanging out with rich white kids. That is not good. You gotta stop letting them hang out with rich white kids.
Now, see what I don't like about this message, right? I be trying to let it play, but I can't really let him get away with that. Like, I hate when they be trying to speak up, but then, you know what I'm saying, separate themselves from the group. Like, not me. It's them rich white kids over there. You can't be messing with them now. It ain't me. I'm broke. I ain't got no money. But you can't be messing with them kids, the rich kids. Man, I don't like when they do that. But go on.
This Nolan Wells situation never should have happened. The parents of Nolan Wells should have known better than to let him hang out with these kids.
I agree.
I have an older son. I'm not saying it's the parents' fault, but I'm just saying it happens all the time. My older son is half black. He looked more black than he did half. We as parents.
Did he say he looked more black than he did half? I ain't never heard that. Have you ever heard that before? Have you ever heard he looked more black than he had half? I ain't never heard that. I ain't never, ever, ever heard that. He said, I was on Horn Island that day. I go there almost every weekend. Is that right? What school you go to? What school you go to? Real quick. Don't try to Google it. Put it in there real quick. What school you go to? Quick. Quick. Twitter fingers. Little type. Come on now. Oh, you're 50. You was there. And you're 50 years old. Okay, explain a little bit. Ocean Springs. Okay. All right. Explain a little bit. What's up, Cheyenne? Hey, what's going on? He say that he was there, y'all. And he on the line right now. I mean, I got an apparatus to bring you up and all, but I need some more. You got to give me something to bite on now. I just can't just take your word for it. We got a lot of trolls over there. You got to come on. What you got? You got some photos. You got some videos. Is this a personal testimony? What you got? I'm trying to give you a shot. You typing like you're 50. Come on now, brother. You got to hurry up. And D Fish one. Okay. So you fishermen over there in the watery part. All right. A little crap. You got a little something going on for you. No picture on your profile, but all right. Come on. What you got? He said, you should learn how to speak, guy. No one takes you serious. Listen, brother, I'm not talking to you, okay? Who doesn't know how to speak, man? I was raised in Minneapolis, Minnesota, bro. What are you talking about? I can speak however I want to speak, bro. But I ain't talking to you, nigga. Fuck out of here. Your little beanhead ass, nigga. Talking about you should learn how to speak, nigga. You learn how to type, nigga. Learn how to go make a space about something that is relevant to your community. I know you ain't know. I don't know how to talk, and you from Philly with them Jones. I know you're not talking about. I'm entitled to talk the way I want to talk, brother. Yeah, I'm just saying. Sometimes thank you. My fault, Mandy. Mandy, right. I've been trying to stop cursing and all that, and you done got me out my character, homeboy. He said, we all leave from the same boat ramp. Often kids ride out there with one group of friends and come back with a different group. Okay. I'm not an internet tough guy. You just getting checked when you come on my program. That's just how it happens, bucko. I'm not a tough guy. What's your favorite curse word? I have a few. I think shit is it. I say shit. Everything is shit. Shit is my favorite. Shit is my favorite. I'm gonna go ahead, guys. That's my one. Oh, that's my one. Ronnie, what up, cuz? Dre, what up? What you, fam? I mean, yeah, it's just, hey, we're over here and we doing what we do. And he said, I'm sure all of his friends were there that day. It's a big hangout spot. But yeah, bro. But this one I'm saying, D Fish. I don't expect. See, and this is one thing that I thought everybody should, that I was surprised with, that everybody expect another culture to be raised like them and making sure everybody get back when they get back. Y'all must ain't did as many as news stories as I have, because I know these folks and I know that is not on it. Boy, let something happen to you in the cave. They finna bounce on your ass. You seen them cave stories? You seen them scuba dive stories? Something happened with one of the people. Matter of fact, they got a rule. They got a rule: when you cave in, when you dive in, get yourself out, leave your mans. It's done. It's over with. If they start panicking the slightest little bit, if they ackle, you're done. It's over for you. So I don't know why people had this like little sense that, yeah, when you go with the homeboy, you're supposed to come on back with the homeboy. And ain't nobody's supposed to leave the homeboy. Man, they ain't thinking about that. I don't know if y'all know, but I done. Listen, man, I did a story on this channel about this lady, and I kid you not, y'all. I'm not making this up. I did this story on this channel about a lady who wanted to unalive her own son. But guess how she did it, though? She drove up to the mountains with the whole fam in the minivan. Left cuz in the parking lot, right? Start to ride off. Obviously, little homie like, man, hey, yo, mom, what's up? Y'all leaving me? Why one thing lead to another? Little homie, unfortunately, end up under the tires. I'm not kidding. But that's not the end of the story, though. That's not the end of the story, though. After homie, unfortunately, ended up under the tires, right? They collected him back up, put him back in the minivan, took him to the crib, and finished it off there on the smother side of the game. I'm not playing. If I'm lying, I'm flying. The story is on this channel, is what I'm trying to tell you. There's another story. Just one more, and I'm going somewhere. There's a point with this. I'm going somewhere. These are stories on this channel, by the way. If you go to this channel, we got a story about this lady. Yeah, whatever, Richie. We ain't talking to you, bro. Yeah, she's going straight to that place. Cheyenne, she's going straight there. Straight there. I'm not even lying about these stories, though. I'm not lying. I've done them. I can pull them up on here. Like I've always thought about, since these stories is like kind of like what we call evergreen footage, evergreen posts. I was finna dig them up on some throwbacks. Would y'all like to see some throwback Keep It P podcast where me and TZ was cooking out? Would y'all like to see that? I've been thinking about that. Let me ask. Would y'all like to see some throwback? I'm gonna post them, you know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna go back and curate some of the deepest episodes we done had, because I'm talking about we be clowning on here. Me and TZ is electric in this thing, right? But this story, I'm going somewhere. I ain't forgot about the story, and I ain't forgot about the point. Listen, there was this lady who she was like Brenda had a baby, right? Y'all know the story about Brenda had a baby, right? But instead of Brenda, at least Brenda threw it in the trash heap and went back and got it, right? Shorty went and buried the little thing in the backyard, man. And then tried to front to her parents and the people like she was never, what she was good, wasn't nothing, never nothing. And I say that to say, man, everybody like, man, how y'all gonna leave him on the island? How y'all gonna leave him on the island? All right, you out of here. You're done. I don't know what that might be. That might be getting my channel, my thing blocked off, man. I can't let you do that, brother. You got to get on up out of here, man. Yeah, you got to get on up out of here, dog. Let me go ahead and add you to the list. Matter of fact, I do got, if I got any mods in here, y'all can get Billy out of here. He's a nuisance. Anyway, and usually I don't even do nobody like that. But see, when you get to doing this trolling and the, you know what I'm saying? Come on with that, dog. Just talk and say you're a little stupid. You know what I'm saying? Just say your little dumb stuff you gonna say, but don't be getting the spam in the chat. Yeah, y'all can get up out of here with that. Right? Anyway, I say that to say this, man. I know y'all don't like hearing about your little devilish deeds. Oh, hold up, y'all. Real quick, since I got everybody on here, go head over there to the J Lava on Facebook. You know what I'm saying? You get a little close to the boy. But go over there, because I'm Petty McDaniels over there. Every day is a new devil. So what a day today, because see, now y'all done pissed me off and I gotta make you mad. Because they're mad over there, super mad over there on Facebook, right? So we got the new hit song called Them Devils. I'm gonna play a second of it up for y'all on the copyright side of the game.
You're some damn devils. It ain't no other way. FBA on code.
Okay, that's it. That's all I can play. But as you see, they all getting turned into their true form. Listen what they all getting turned. That's Ashley Lee, the one whose son was last with Nolan Wells. She's a devil today. I don't care. Guess what? This dude, he done punched a pregnant black woman in the face multiple times. He's a devil today. I don't care. Dylan Roof and the judge. Did y'all know the judge from Dylan Roof case got caught with possession of sexual abuse material of babies? He's a devil. Go follow J Lava. Because y'all don't really want it with me. I be sparing y'all, cuz. I be sparing y'all, cuz. See, that's how you know when you win on them. That's all they got. School skitting on. I ain't even gonna say the word because I already know what the deal is. But I see that's when you know y'all lost. And that make me feel good too. That let me know I done stepped up to that level where I got the automatic devils that come to my joint and just wild out. Thanks, devils. I appreciate y'all. But that's why I'm gonna continue. Look, the cop that this corrupt Massachusetts State officer named Michael Proctor, text messages leaked showing him encouraging his officers to respond slowly to a crash because the victims were black. He's a devil. That's right. That's right. I know y'all don't like when we be calling y'all out like that. I know you're like, man, what's wrong with these Negroes? They're just so bold these days. They just don't care about our feelings anymore. They don't care when they say bad things to us. No, I don't. You're devil. You're devil. You know that? You're devil. Jake Lang, y'all boy, devil. Yep, that's his true form. Devil. And just best believe the soundtrack is right behind it, too. Now that I got that off my chest, Now that I got that off my chest, let me play the guy I know y'all hate. Y'all hate this dude for some reason. They call him White Guilt Sam. Y'all hate him, but Sam be coming with the facts. Tell him, Sammy.
Secret Service Sam here with an update on the Nolan Xavier Wells case. Now, the Sheriff John Ledbetter went on ABC News and had this to say. Wells was last seen on the northwest tip of Horn Island on the afternoon of July 4th. Officials said he was on a boat trip with friends when they left without him. From what we understand, he chose to stay there. Jackson County Sheriff John Ledbetter told ABC, adding he doesn't suspect foul play. Authorities believe he drowned, but are continuing their investigation, according to the outlet.
That's devil. Wait till I find this sheriff picture. Wait till I find this picture. He gonna be a devil too. I'm telling you. What you mean? No. Y'all don't even, y'all halfway just woke out the bed and brushed your teeth and they talk about ain't no foul play. What are they talking about? The boy that barely dried off from out the water and they talk about ain't no foul play. Stop it. Devil. Vampires and demons. That's right. Breeze. Southern Breeze. Straight up. Vampires and demons. But there's more. Go ahead. Tell them, Sammy.
This just seems so suspect to me. They're going to try and bury this whole thing. They're going to call it an accidental drowning. What I don't understand is who would stay on Horn Island when you're on a boat? Who would ask to be left behind? And
These are simple questions now. These are simple questions. And if he ain't even tapped abroad yet, he don't even know her. She from a different school. No, you guys go. I'm gonna stay here and make sure she. Nah, cuz ain't did that. He ain't did that. Now, based off what we heard in them conversations with them cheering over the phone, and then what the police officers say, my man's jumping to all the wrong conclusions. He's jumping to conclusions, but they're the wrong ones. No foul play. Come on, bro. What are you talking? What are you talking about? Huh? Tell him, Sammy. See, y'all don't like Sam. Sammy busting it down.
Just catch a ride with somebody else. That is not how boating works. If you've ever been out on a lake, out on a river, you never ditch your boat to go on another boat. And
never. I wouldn't do it. That's just like the car getting home from the club. And even if you got some box, I repeat, even if you got some box on the men's side of the game, fam, what's up? What you finna do? You finna woo woo woo? All right, well, hit me up or woo woo. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all leaving now? Okay, she riding with you? Oh, okay. Well, where you going? To her crib? Where she live at? Yeah. All right, hey, fam, tap in with me. Let me know before you even get down. Let me make sure everything is all right. But I mean, it's a whole different thing. It's a whole different thing. Ain't no, and then we talking about boat, water, darkness potentially. What about 7 o'clock? That's like it was getting way dark at about that time, right? On the water, panic mode, water, boat going down. Hey, let's just leave our friend. He'll be all right with them. He's all right. He's good. That still don't even make no sense. Then they get a tow back. Tow back for what? Who? So he couldn't ride in the towboat? It was going down so fast, everybody had to jump off, but he couldn't ride in the towboat? Where's the life jackets at? Wasn't no life jackets nowhere around? Look, oh, hold on. I'm gonna show you real quick. So look, there was a let's get a view of the island. The Horn Island. Hold on real quick. That was a good question that you asked. because they say that everybody was on the south side of the island, and he was found, or I mean, everybody was on the north side of the island, and he was found on the south side of said island. You understand? But I really want to get y'all. I really want y'all to understand how this island look, fam. This is it. There ain't no trees or nothing nowhere. Just so y'all know. Hold on. Look. You see this right here? There's no trees or nothing. It's yay big. The island is yay big. So I would assume that the north side of the island is up there, this smaller part in the distance, and this is the south island, because that's where they was parked at. Because if you remember back, they was parked in a little indentation point, which is up here. So it's a thin strip of island. Ain't no walk off and not be seen, or walk off and don't know nobody know where you at now. Ain't none of that. Where you walk off to? Ain't no walk off. It's either you're in the action or you're not. And if not, then somebody see you making the long trail of tears to the other side of the island for your demise. Like, why is he going to go commit suicide? Because that's what I'd be thinking. Like, yo, go talk to your homeboy. Something wrong with him. He trying to isolate himself on the other side of the island. He needed intervention. I'm just saying. Oh, I'm way off. Oh, I'm well, tell me. This the island right here. I'm way off. Oh, I'm doing real good, y'all. They suppressed me yesterday. They sent somebody from the spot to come and infiltrate the spot to throw my peoples off. Man, hey, give it up for Jay Lava, man. Jay Lava's out here doing a little something. They didn't send them folks at me. Got my boy in there talking about I'm way off. I don't got no common sense. Obvious, something wrong with me. My twos and twos put together don't equal four. Something up. What you talking about there, D Fish? I was there. I know the island like the back of me hand. I know that island like the back of me hand. Well, I'm looking at the island here, sir. And all I'm saying is, it ain't nothing but a sliver of an island, sir. Ain't no hide and go seek on this joint. Ain't none of that. That's Horn Island right there, man. That's it, brother. What you talking about? Hold on, y'all want to see it? Y'all want to see it from another little angle? I got another angle for you. This here, this is that other end now. This is the other end. This is the other end, and it gotta be. You want to know why? Because this is the most beach circumference. So why would they be kicking it down there? No, they all pulled up right up in here in the curve part. Right up in here in the curve. They was all out there kicking. He ain't no go over the mound, or that's flat, y'all. Just so y'all know, that's flat. There's no trees. There's nothing. That's exactly what you see. Is see what it is. That's it. Obviously, he didn't have no other friends that was there, fam, because his other friends didn't make sure that he got home, drunk or not, high or not, whatever, fist fight or not. He didn't have no other friends on that island, sir, because he did not make it home, bro. There were no friends within a 10-mile radius of that joint, sir. Okay? I'm just saying. I don't know. Ain't no friend around there. What you talking about? There's some friend. Ain't no friends around there. Anyway, like I was explaining to my people before I was so rudely interrupted, this is the island right here. He drowned. Listen, fam, you ain't finna tell us that. That's not If Nolan voluntarily stayed behind, why didn't they turn around to take him his phone when they realized they had it? Great, exactly. That's what I'm talking about. That's what man. You're not finna get me to believe that somebody left, that a friend left some. This island's 10 miles out, y'all, on boat. 10 miles, you can't possibly even swim that. This is 10 miles, only boat access. Nah, I don't like y'all putting that narrative out here too. How was it some gay stuff, bro? How was that? Hey, listen, Jay Lava's doing a good job. Hit them likes, subscribe if you have not, because they are sending folks over here at me to sway our opinion, to tell us what it ain't really is. We don't know what we talking about. Nope. Y'all don't know what you're talking about, you little nigglets. You little nigglets don't know what you're talking about. It was just a good old unfortunate drowning, and it was horseplay, liquor involved, and he just unfortunately drowned guys, and you just got to deal with it. No, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. Not only am I not doing it, no, nobody else is doing that either. No, nobody else is feeling doing that. Because we wasn't, you trying to make it seem like we were shocked. We was not shocked. Tell him, Famo. This is my boy too. He be coming with the metaphysical on the divisible, on the metaphysical and the divisible and the risibles. He be on the metaphysicals and the risibles. Go ahead, bust it down, cuz with the metaphysical.
The sheriff just came back and said there was no foul play in Nolan Wells' death. You shocked? You surprised?
No.
People, we need to understand what we are dealing with. This is Mississippi, not down south, but down south.
I just noticed that cuz got that music behind him. I can't stand when they do that. Boy, you're trying to make my run short like leprechauns, boy. What's wrong with you? You're trying to put me in a jam. God darn it. He had some wisdom too. I was gonna let him cook, but he got that sour sop up in this little recipe, and you gonna warn what I got going on here, boy. I can't have it now. I can't have it. Anyway, my man's look, as soon as everybody hear the autopsy, they going in.
By the time most of y'all see this, the autopsy report will already be revealed. And according to reports, they're going to rule it as an accidental drowning. People are also saying that coroner Bryce Lynn Jr., that's assigned to Nolan Wells' autopsy report, is an associate of Judge Ashley Cole.
Told y'all.
The black father in me wants to pack my bags and head down to Mississippi and stand with this family. And is enough going to be enough? They have the audacity, the mitigated gall to keep playing in our faces like we're fucking stupid. These people truly believe that they will never be held accountable for the crimes that they have committed against our people. It pisses me the fuck off.
I get it, brother. I get it, sir. I really get where you coming from. And y'all be over there in the chat like, oh, you gotta be a victim. You gotta y'all more crybabies than anybody. I don't know nobody who go to somebody else's chat and cry all in the chat. I appreciate it too. But again, I love this symbiotic relationship we got between the busters and the busters. Y'all busters. But anyway, and I know y'all secretly like what I be talking about. That's why y'all keep coming back for more. I know. Or just make sure you subscribe, though. Make sure you do that so you can get all the notifications when I go in. So you right there on the forefront of being an itch in my ass. All right? Do that for me. And I know y'all don't like the messages coming from us. So you know what I like to do, right? I got Becky to bust it down for me. So what y'all gonna call her? Was she self-hating? Y'all gonna call her white guilt Becky? What you gonna do? Because Becky about to tell y'all a thing or two.
If I learned anything about communications, journalism, any sort of PR, any sort of anything involved in my communications master's degree, in that graduate program, I learned that words matter.
Words matter. Listen up, guys. We're gonna do. Becky about to take you on the lesson now. She gave you the credentials now. She got the masters now. And she say words matter. What else you got, Beck?
Selecting certain words matter. And I want to talk about this when it comes to Nolan Xavier Wells and his alleged, I have to say alleged for legal reasons, alleged murder.
Now, when the black lady just said it earlier, y'all dismissed that. She don't know what she talking about. Now Becky finna explain it to you, and watch how it be so different.
Let's look at how outlets are framing this. ABC News, a major news network, an outlet people all over the country turn to, says Nolan Xavier Wells, whose body was believed to be recovered after going missing over the weekend. This was not an old report. At the top, you see that this was updated July 7th. This is all up to date, or as up to date as it can be. So what do you mean it was believed to be his body?
Right.
If we were able to see his features, we're able to quickly look at that body and identify him, we wouldn't have that word believed.
Right.
Out of The Guardian in the UK, it is said that Christine Wansley identified the body as belonging to Wells. So this is not the search and rescue team saw his body and, brought him back to the coroner's office. This is the fact that his mother had to identify the body, which of course is part of process, but also what an odd thing to include in your article.
Right.
And we have to look at the Sun Herald, not a super major network or anything like that, but it is mostly these smaller publications and local news that are covering this story. They say, however, the identity of the person found is pending confirmation from the Jackson County Coroner's Office. If you can't take a picture and place it next to that body and identify it, that means it's super messed up, meaning there was foul play involved. And an honorable mention, by the way, this is from USA Today, another outlet that people who know it probably look to for breaking news and updated news. They haven't even updated this story in more than 24 hours. What do you mean you haven't updated this story?
Right.
Again, I will say, and I have to say allegedly because of legal reasons. So, allegedly, space. Nolan Wells was absolutely killed, lynched, let's just call it what it is, by these three white boys. What do you mean they returned on the boat without him, yet they had his cell phone?
Did you hear what she had to say? Straight down the middle. No equivocations. Just good old clear-cut case of murder.
Lynched, let's just call it what it is, by these three white boys. What do you mean they returned on the boat without him, yet they had his cell phone? They say he was talking to some girl and they decided to leave because they thought he was going to go back with her. What do you mean we don't know who this girl is? Like, where is she? What is her story? Let's also consider the fact.
Well, if you was watching the Keep It P podcast, you would know that already, like yesterday. See, because I had... But see, you ain't watching the Keep It P, and I understand that.
That these boys came back to shore and immediately deactivated their social media, lawyered up, And apparently somebody's parent is a judge or in law enforcement or something. And those people had been in comments, in DMs, saying, please stop talking about our sons this way. And then in one comment, the one guy's mom says, I've been advised not to be on social media anymore. They're trying to cover this up, and it's clear as day. And anyone not questioning this further and anyone not tapped into this story needs to be.
Uh-oh. Not when the Beckster's cooking. Did they do that to Beck? No, okay, that was it. That was all. I thought they had cut little Beckster's wisdom. You know what I'm saying? I mean, she said it. She said it. She said it. Did she say something wrong? She ain't the only one that said it. Y'all remember this guy? I ain't let him cook, but you didn't hear what he had to say.
The key to the Nolan Wells case lies 100% in the cyber forensics of the case. All of the people involved and their family members deleted their social media accounts as soon as it all went down.
Right.
Before they ever even found Nolan's body. All of these people involved deleted their social media accounts before they found his body. This means that there was a willful cover-up already in play when people were searching for Nolan's body.
Damn.
To have a willful cover-up already happening means that there were several parties involved in not only the murder of Nolan Wells, but the cover-up of Nolan Wells' murder. This is 100% evidence that everyone involved are all of the people that deleted their social media accounts.
Damn.
And there are more than 20. So that means that more than 20 indictments need to be laid down to these individuals.
Damn.
And every person that deleted their social media accounts will face charges for Nolan Wells' murder. God loves you. I love you.
Damn, thanks for busting that down for us, Jace. Jace came with the mace in your face. How you guys like that, huh? Y'all don't like y'all don't like white people telling y'all the truth, boy. Y'all just that just gets y'all goat. Like you don't like to hear your folks telling you the truth, huh? That's what's wrong with you. That's your problem right there. They be trying to fill your ear up with some good stuff, and y'all, you don't want nothing but the negativity, boy. And that's your problem right there. That's your problem. I was gonna tell you, but I just let you simmer in the chat and just be that. You understand what I'm saying? You really don't understand, boy. Matter of fact, I got Unc right here. Unc said, man, he disappointed, man. Sad, man.
Bad news to share, man.
Tell him, Unc.
It looks like that 18-year-old kid, Nolan Wells, that went on that boat to that, I think it was an island a few days ago around the 4th of July or on the 4th of July.
Yeah.
It looks like the body that they pulled from that water was that 18-year-old kid, Nolan. So I want to first and foremost say, rest in peace, and my condolences goes out to his entire family.
Right on.
You know, man, we need to stay our ass out of Mississippi. We already heard what happened last year at the college campus, in the tree, in the woods. And then about an hour later, about a mile away, they found another one that was found in the same position.
Damn.
We need to stay out of Mississippi, man. We already know, man, what it is. They're saying that police suspect no foul play in the passing of Xavier Nolan Wells. They say no foul play. In my opinion, doing an autopsy is doing an autopsy, but I also find that when a family asks for a second autopsy on their loved ones that passed away suspiciously, that they always find something that's very, very questionable. And I don't know about you guys, but Mississippi is a place I've never been. I never will go there. I never will travel through there. The farthest I think I went to Mississippi was passing over the Mississippi River, passing over a bridge, going to Indiana. And that's as close that I'm ever gonna go because ain't nothing changed today from back in the 40s and 50s. Ain't nothing changed, man.
Right.
Ain't nothing changed at all. It's just people have laws that they have to abide by. And just because we have laws that we got to abide by, don't mean everyone follows those laws.
Right.
Now, they saying that there was no foul play involved, allegedly. I have a whole different perspective and a whole different opinion on what I feel that happened to Xavier Nolan Wells. But see, my opinion don't mean crap because once I get my opinion, my video probably will get flagged or removed or taken down. So that's why we use the word allegedly. We all know what it is.
Right.
That boy didn't just die. He didn't just drown, man. Come on, he had 4 people with him. Some are saying that he left off with some girl. Some saying that he was with the boys. There's all type of conflicting stories. Will we ever get to the truth? No, we won't. But I believe that the family needs to do a second autopsy. Now, in the first autopsy, they automatically do it for free. The second autopsy, if a family requests a second autopsy, you usually have to pay that money out of pocket. In my opinion, I believe that it's definitely 100% well worth doing a second autopsy, no matter what it costs. It couldn't cost that much money, a couple $1,000, maybe not even that. The person already deceased. But y'all let me know in the comments, man, what y'all think of this Xavier Nolan Wells situation when they say.
I get you, fam. You know what I'm saying? But you know what? It comes a time in the program when I gotta address the busters in my comment section, man. And when I do it, it don't feel so good. So I enlisted one of your homeboys because you know what? I scour the internet for these videos, but I make sure I tuck one to the side for y'all, just for y'all. We just gonna do this for y'all. You ready? Listen, you can learn something. The Mayo Sapiens. He's talking to y'all. You listening? Do you understand that? So instead of coming over here hostile in the chat, maybe you should come try to learn something, make a friend or something. But go on. That's all. Or 1350, chimping out. What is it? Yeah, you know what y'all be saying, but go on. That's the problem. Boy, I told you had a problem, boy. You wasn't listening when I tried to tell you had a problem. Now, my boy, Chaz, telling you got a problem. Boy, you got a problem. Now, see, Chaz, I got to tap your ass a little bit now, boy. Don't you get on here talking all that blackity black and slip the brown in there now. I see what you did there, boy. Even in your message, you don't want to let black people have nothing by themselves, huh, boy? I understand, but go ahead. Cause you know what the truth is, boy? Ain't nobody copying being mariachi. You understand what I'm talking about? That's why I don't like that, y'all. I don't like it now. I don't like it. I don't like that at all now. You ain't finna set your ass up here and include the brown in there where you're talking all this blackness now. We just ain't gonna do it that way. You understand? Hold on now. I got something for you, little male monsters. My boy Chaz right here. Hold on now.
Hey y'all, Alabama fella here with some more WPS. That's white people shit for those of y'all that don't know. Look, I want to talk to the other Mayo sapiens that your white identity has never been under attack. You can be as white as you want to be. You can eat all the mayonnaise. You can put all the raisins in. You can dance offbeat as long as you want. All right? There might be some people that make a little joke or two. I'm one of those people. But when you identify your culture, your heritage, and your history with white supremacy, with the Confederacy, with waving the rebel flag,
and all the other little tropes y'all been using lately, boy. Y'all don't like that, huh? What do you call y'all? My man's he said he want to talk to the other what do you call y'all real quick? Hold on.
I want to talk to the other Mayo sapiens that I want to talk to the other Mayo sapiens.
Not the Mayo sapiens. Listen, y'all listen up, you little Mayo sapiens. What'd he say?
That your white identity has never been under attack.
Never. Why y'all over here in my comments all hostile? It ain't never been under attack, fam. Y'all tripping, B.
You can be as white as you want to be. You can.
Ain't nobody standing in your way. Y'all can go to another channel and be as white as you want to be. You know that, right?
As you want to be. You can eat all the mayonnaise. You can put all the raisins in. You can dance offbeat as long as you want.
It's your world, and I'm just a squirrel. You understand? Yeah, I'm just a squirrel. It's y'all world. I keep telling y'all, as soon as y'all make a space about the touchy-feely in the white community, I'm going to be over there. I'm going to be a panelist because we need to eradicate the scourge in the YT community with the touchy-feely. That's what I'm trying to tell you. But y'all don't know nothing about that. Y'all don't want to talk about that. Y'all want to be over here in my chat. Okay, all right. Tell him, Chaz. Bust it down for him, dog.
All right. There might be some people that make a little joke or two. I'm one of those people.
Definitely me. I'm on your hind quarters. I'm relentless. I'm on your neck bone all the time.
But when you identify your culture, your heritage, and your history with white supremacy, with the Confederacy, with waving the rebel flag, with celebrating a bunch of people that owned other people and saying those are the best people that there ever was and we should go back to a time like that, that's the problem.
Yep.
Okay? That's the problem.
That's it.
You can't simultaneously benefit from the oppression of black and brown people, culture, music, food, clothing, and then say that your culture is the best culture. Because literally the United States is built on many cultures melting together. All right? The only thing that's unique American in this world is oppression.
Nah, it's actually black people. But go on.
Chattel slavery, subjugation, and racism. That is unique.
And who's responsible for that? I hope you ain't finna just throw those things out there, Chad, and not take responsibility for them, like as if that wasn't you.
Uniquely, America can own the shit out of that.
And you America, okay? He lightly, loosely, somewhat, sort of, kind of. But go on, Chad.
And they should. Hey y'all, Alabama fella here with some more WPS. That's white people shit for those of y'all that don't know.
He did call. I'm definitely stealing Mayo Sapiens from you, Chad. That one's taken and logged, and it is now executed and added to the lexicon. Like that one's, it's in there. That's in the bag, Chad. Sorry. Now listen, man. I don't really, cuz be on the gender war score, this, that, and the other, always trying to clown black men for what they don't do for women and blah 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 blah. But broken clock is right twice a day. And what he said about this is just the truth.
What did I tell y'all in my last video? They always do this. We already knew that they was going to say this.
We did.
They're going to say no foul play was involved.
Yep.
They're going to mark it an accidental drowning.
You're right.
Listen, white tee people are not to be trusted. Point blank period. Damn. You can't have too many white tee friends as a black person because they are simply not to be trusted. Because if you look at their history, right? They simply come here to steal, unalive, and destroy.
Damn.
And they have always done this to particularly black people.
Damn.
They don't like black people. They just tolerate black people.
Damn.
So they are not to be trusted. These people, they have a lineage of evil. All they know is evil in general.
Damn.
Rest in peace to the young man. I hope he gets justice, but based on the history of this country, he's most likely not.
Damn. Can you fault the brother from how he feel? You might call it hateful, Mandy, but Mandy, how do you can't tell a man how to feel, Mandy. This is his lived life experience, Mandy. Mandy, where's your sympathy and empathy at, Mandy? Can you empathize with this guy? You don't know what he's been through, Mandy. But you don't know what he's been through, Mandy. He hasn't lived your life, Mandy. Lightly, loosely, sort of, kind of, right? You know me. It is somewhat, but not really. Okay, Mandy. What about him, Mandy? He said, listen to what he's saying, Mandy.
Exactly what the fuck happened to Nolan Wells. I could put any money in the fucking world. See, I hung out with a lot of white people like that in high school. And although I am white myself, I certainly am not one of them. But I did have the pleasure of being their friend, and I guess that came with being the butt of every joke and enjoying the finer things in life. But this is textbook. I can give you a fucking play-by-play, I promise you. See, what had happened was, they were getting rowdy, whatever the case may be, drinking all day. Something happened, malicious or not, doesn't really fucking matter. And those boys saw him take his last breath. I guarantee you that. They had an oh fuck moment, got scared, left him, drove the boat off, went home, told mommy and daddy. Mommy and daddy told him to shut the fuck up and got him a lawyer. It's textbook. Again, I saw this shit happen over and over again growing up. This is how they fucking operate every single motherfucking time. You wanna know what happened to Nolan Wells? Go ask some boys. Problem is now you gotta drag it through court because they lawyered up. But they fucking know. They most certainly fucking know.
Usually I don't play a lot of cursing, but I mean, he said what he said. Mandy, what do you got to say about that, Mandy? That's your folks, Mandy. Mandy, that's your folks. Who said that? Mandy? Was he lying, Mandy? I'm not saying what you haven't experienced is real, Mandy, but I'm saying that you could not even possibly understand the experience of a black person's lived experience, Mandy. I'm saying, come on now. Who said that? Jay Great? Come on, Jay Great. Did he break it down? I ain't almost even want to play that one because it had the cussing but he said it like it's like he know. And think about this. Now think about this. That happened to Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch. He got into a racial crime when he was younger, and because his parents had some money, they was able to cover it up. That happened to uh I don't even really want to say that name because I don't the one that was married to the dude that got the Lewinsky in The Office. She did something when she was young and they covered it up. They all do it. What are y'all talking about? They all do it. If you got that paper, you ain't got to worry about it. Yeah, he's spot on. Man, we covered the story about the dude that had the I'm too rich to know better's disease. The dude that drove his truck and unalived his 3 friends, like coming from Walmart or something like that. Then he went to court. They let him off on too rich disease and told him he couldn't go nowhere. Then he flew to Mexico and his mom covered for him. Man, this happened all the time. Affluenza. Thank you. Very smart viewers we got on here. The Affluenza team. Yes. Are you serious, my guy? So this is supposed to be a different situation? Thanks for the jewels, fam, because I'm just telling the truth. Naomi, I appreciate you now. Listen, you telling me somehow we supposed to believe all of a sudden he got a boat. They went to a secluded boat island. That alone, I don't know about you, when the last time you gassed up the boat and drove out to the island for the 4th. I ain't never did that. I don't know nothing about that. Okay? But I'm saying, you know how much boat fuel is, fool? You know how much it costs to fill the boat up and go out there and come on back? You know what I'm talking about? Come on, man. Y'all tripping. I think your boy right here had the golden answer for the whole day. Like he with the vulgarity. That's the almost even. I don't even know who could say anything else past that. But it's a touching situation. We even got parents like, I could have been Nolan.
You know, this Nolan Wells case just made me think, like, I'm guilty of it myself. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Don't lie.
My oldest daughter, Chase, you know, is 16 and she has autism. She don't have no friends. I'm no friend. But my oldest daughter is 23. She's in an interracial relationship with a Asian guy. They've been in a relationship for 8 years. But in junior high and high school, she didn't have no black friends. I think she might have found some friends that are black in nursing school, but other than that, she never brought black friends home. And I'm guilty. I let her go for weekends or a week by her white friends because I trusted those people, and I thought we were moving on from the racial stuff in this country, and they took good care of my child, and I'm lucky. But then they got some evil ass people in my fucking comments.
They not eat. See, soon as the critique or the criticism come, now the people evil because they was probably telling you why was you so carefree? And yeah, you lucky. Yeah, you lucky. But I remember one time. I didn't even tell this story the other day, and it made me think about it though. I remember this time this youth pastor, just think about that, white dude. But we used to go swimming with this little church down on the corner, right? And my mama used to always be like, "Man, who with you? Who gonna be there with you? You got any friends going with you?" And I'd be like, "Yeah, mom, cool. I'm tripping. I'm going with that church. Yeah." But I remember we went to the little swimming joint, and then they was supposed to be having some summer camp. And I was hyped, boy. I'm talking about, man, I'm going to the summer camp. I'm with my boys, with my mama would not let me go to that summer camp with them folks. Not at all. I was so good. Oh, man, that was like so devastating as a kid because the homies was going and I couldn't go. She's like, it was like up north, you know what I'm saying, at a lake in Minnesota. Man, I want to go to the lake. Man. You know, when they got back, it was the bombest thing ever. So they say. I don't know what would have happened, and maybe nothing would have happened, but man, my mama, man, I think I bugged back on that one. I think I got a little tapping on the ass for that one, like, because I was really like, "What you? That ain't fair, man." I can remember that one. That ain't fair. Everybody else get to go. I remember saying that. Everybody always get to go. I'll never get to go nowhere. And man, yeah, Minneapolis, Minnesota, baby kisses. Minneapolis, Minnesota, dog. The North Side, dog. What are you talking about? The Murderapolis, the wicked streets of the North and West, the North and South. What are you talking about? Even St. Paul. What are you talking about? Over there too. I've been all up and down Minnesota, everywhere you can think about. St. Cloud, all that, everything, up and down. Yeah, yeah. I would say my dad was not having that follow the leader crap. I would get my ass busted for following up behind my friends. That's probably why I'm such of a leader and a loner and an asshole right now. Really stubborn. Like, you can't get me to do nothing I don't want to do. But that came from them ass whoopings of following the crowd. Not necessarily saying that the parenting and this, that, and the other, we can all have speculate on all of that, but I swear them ass whoopings kept my ass out of prison. I ain't never go to prison. I tell you that. Didn't do that. It was all around me too. Drugs, everything. Minneapolis had everything for you to get into. Got a lot of homeboys that didn't make it. Got a lot of homeboys that was getting 15, 16, 20 years back in them times. They just getting out now. But in the 20s, back in 95, 96, when I was 15, 16, boys was getting 15, 20, 30 years. Shit, they just getting out type shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's crazy. So I get it. You know what I'm saying? Even as a parent, like I got girls, so I'm really was like, they can't go nowhere. I did get a little lenience a little later on when I got a little older, but after that, so I was really actually independent at that part. Like about 15, I was on independency at that point. You know what I'm talking about? Something these kids these days wouldn't know nothing about. Wouldn't know nothing about being out in them streets early. And that's not saying that's a good or a bad thing. I wanted to be grown. It wasn't like I had to get out there. I just was on some grown shit. Right? But nobody's fooled about what's going on here, guys. Nobody's fooled. My brother say we knew it wasn't no damn accident.
Again this morning with Nolan Xavier Wells on my head this morning, like top of the brain. Watch them rule in the accident.
You was
Just
right.
watch them rule in the accident.
You was right.
Just like they did that black lady who went to that sleepover down there in Georgia.
I played this. I know it's old. I know we already know, but it's just the sentiment of the people. Like nobody was surprised, and that's the sad part, man. That's the sad part of being black in this country, man. That you can automatically expect injustice, and you can automatically expect them folks to be the dirty, nasty, low down devil people that they be, and that's the terrible part. That's the terrible part. Not Leon from Low Down Dirty Shame. That's what that is. Is that what you said? I didn't know if you was that old.
All them Caucasian ass women, and everybody went to sleep, and everybody wake up, and she dead in the backyard, accident, and she had all kind of bruises from a fall or whatever. How you know it was from a fall? Why couldn't it be from like somebody beat her the fuck up? But anyway, back to Nolan Xavier Wells. Watch them rule of the accident. Another thing is people like, oh, it's not a race thing. It's not a race thing. Tell me when you've ever seen a white boy with a bunch of black friends and anything sinister or crazy happen to him.
I just want to know now. Whenever in niggerdom have you ever had that scenario? Never in niggerdom. Never in the history of niggerism.
Never happens that way.
Nope.
If a white boy hang around a bunch of black people and they his friends, he coming home safe. He gonna go back home. He going back home because them black boys ain't doing nothing to him.
Not only is he gonna go home safe, but while he's at said cookout, he gonna get a plate fixed. He gonna get hoisted over the shoulders for doing the halfway decent percolator. He might bag abroad. It's gonna be a total different outcome. It's gonna be a total different outcome. It's gonna be a total different outcome. Next thing you know, one of your cousins is pregnant and she having a mixed baby by the dude that came to the barbecue. Next thing you know. Go ahead, tell it though.
Man.
I had to I had to get his video though. He had a lot of conviction. he had a lot of conviction with what he was saying. It was just it was the facial expressions for me. Cuz was real serious about what he was saying. Cuz was super serious. You can't tell him he don't know what he talking about, man. He said, "This satanic thing, race only matters to you and I." It's a satanic thing. Race only matters to you and I. It's not necessarily so much about race. It's more about the actions of said race that we referring to, right? Because you can be a evil devil scumbag of any color, right? You know, we got some, we know a few, right? You know what I'm saying? We know a few. But see the thing about, thank you. I appreciate that. What did it say? Let him cook now. Let him cook. Listen, this is what I'm saying. Mic drop. Thank you. Listen. This is what let me finish this though. It's not about the race. It's about the actions of said race. And I think y'all problem right now is that y'all being looked at how y'all look at us, how y'all assume all of us is lazy and loud and ghetto and is gonna steal your purse and we're no, hold on, let's take the race out for a minute. I'm gonna take the race out for a minute, but listen, We just on a fundamental level. What y'all are experiencing right now, actually, it's always been that way. It's just that we've been a little bit more vocal about it. And y'all ain't really never heard it like that. Like, dang, they really popping off at the mouth now. Like, they ain't scared of white people no more. Basically, I think that's really where y'all coming from with it. And it's a little foreign, right? It's a little foreign for y'all. You're like, man, like they ain't scared to make fun of. They making memes now when we die. Like we say the N-word and now they're ready to like just like tear our heads off. Like, oh my God, like these aren't the civil rights Negroes. Like, right? You had to suffer that one, Ryan. That's what's up, my man. Look, you're like, oh my God, like oh my, like they're talking back, like if you say the N-word, like you gotta watch out for like those hands, bro. Like they're like, I don't know what's wrong with these Negroes these days, man. Like, and and it's just something y'all gonna have to deal with, right? Again, like I say most episodes, if I haven't said it this one, I gotta say it now. Black people, it's our fault. We was too cool. We was too smooth. You know what I'm saying? We was Nickelodeon. You know what I'm saying? Like wild and crazy kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Wonder Years. You know what I'm saying? Full House and shit. You know what I mean? Doug Funny. You know what I'm talking about? And we thought everything was cool. We thought the people that we grew up that was listening to rap like us and was playing WrestleMania with us and Mortal Kombat with us and on the skateboards and on the bikes with us, that used to build the forts with us in the tree and all that. We thought that they was gonna grow up and be cool with us. And not be like their parents, the ones that used to sneak off and come kick it with us. Man, my parents are tripping, man. They just don't understand, bro. And us as black people, we took them in. Come on, you can listen to this EPMD CD with me, dog. Put that Mortal Kombat 2 in there, dog. You know what I'm saying? We just thought it was gonna be different, and it wasn't. It wasn't nothing like we thought it was supposed to be. You sons of batches turn right out to be the exact people y'all used to seek refuge in us from. Instead of pulling your homeboys up into the system and, helping your homeboy, y'all was like, nope, I think I'm going to just go ahead and do this white supremacy thing there, Jamal. It was cool, you know what I'm saying, when we was balling and we was riding bikes and shit, Jamal. But now I'm gonna have to just do this white supremacy thing, man. And you know, I really don't think Charlie Kirk was a bad guy, I'm sorry, Jamal. I really I really don't think Charlie Kirk was a bad guy, Jamal. So now you and Aaron ain't friends no more and shit. You and Aaron ain't talked since high school. You since prom night that night. Actually, that night he had got drunk a little too dry. Aaron had got a little drunk that night and said something out of pocket, and you almost came to blows. Cause Aaron got a little too cute with the N-word or something like that. Or he said you people, or he made a food stamp joke or something like that when he was drunk one time. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, man, like, y'all didn't live up to y'all part of the bargain, man. And here we are. Because we the grown people now from back in the day now. You know, we the grown ones. And y'all didn't hold up to y'all end of the bargain, man. Y'all came and suck refuge in your black friends, and then you went on to greater white supremacist pastures. And now you all corny and you wish that you could kick it with the crew and all of that, but now you just online saying dumb shit, thinking about the life that you could have once had lived if only you would have kept it real. You know, now you're a group of homeboys, all smell like spoiled squirrel ankle soup because they don't shower that much. And you know what I'm saying? Instead of listening to rap, now you listening to remixes of Leonard Skinner. Like, I mean, you know what I'm saying? I know it's bad for y'all. But y'all, you know, y'all still got a chance to change it, man. Y'all still got a chance. Y'all still got a chance, man. It's never too late to get your shit straight, man. While we over here doing this black empowerment thing, man. Y'all, you know what I'm saying? Y'all go ahead and do some soul searching, man, and figure out where you went wrong with your black friends, man. You know what I'm saying? You had them. All y'all had them. I bet the ones that's in the chat, they had them the heaviest. And they can't understand why Jamal. Listen, Jamal. I like Trump, bro. I like Trump, bro. But you're still my bro, even though you guys suck up all the food stamps and you do the DEI. That's why we can't be friends with you, Aaron. Aaron, we can't be friends with you because I'm going to knock your ass out, Aaron. Aaron, I'm going to knock you smooth the fuck out, Aaron. That's what I'm going to do, dog. So I can't fuck with you, Aaron. Man, listen. Did you say I named my oldest son after Leonard Skinner? Son's 35 years old. And that one touched you, didn't it? I know about y'all. Well, I grew up in Minnesota, fool. I know all about white people extensively. Like in like intimately. I know about white people. I mean, I'm from Minnesota, fam. Know all about you. Listen, I didn't done some of the things that got this boy off. Let me tell y'all, I done been out on some lakes with some white people and some shrooms, being the only one, and survived. Look, let me tell y'all a story. Matter of fact, let me tell y'all a story real quick. I could have totally died this night. I ain't even gonna lie. This is, if I'm lying, I'm flying. I put this on my cheering, y'all. Listen to this. I forgot what birthday was. I think I was 32. I was 32, right? I had this little dude I had met through some other white dudes that I used to do my thing with, right? He was really loyal, right? We had established a relationship. I used to have to drive an hour and a half to go holler at cuz every time, right? So after a bunch of times, cuz like, hey man, I wanna do something nice for your birthday. You and your wife at the time. And I'm like, what you talking about? He's like, well, we can go up north, get a cabin. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna take y'all to dinner and whoopty scoot goop and scam gam gam. And me with my and this is before I was super duper woke, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. Long story short is, here we go. He came to get us. We didn't even drive up there. Listen. Oh shit. I'm gonna be dead. We drove up to Lake Alexander. This shit is 2 hours away from Minneapolis, right? We go up there, fam. You know, I got all the party favors. We're smoking, we're drinking. It's me and my wife at the time, him and his girlfriend at the time. Just us four. He got the boat on the back of the truck. We riding, we chilling, extracurriculars and all. You know what I'm saying? Having a great time. We pulls up in the spot. We goes to the place. We get a steak dinner. He pays for it all. What y'all want? We go to the liquor store, get all the liquor, it's my birthday treat. Y'all, we gets the cabin. The cabin is right out on the lake. Fam, why that night it was a whole thunderstorm, right? It's dark as shit. Me and her in this little ass cabin, no TV, no nothing. I left the pistol at the crib. It's thundering and lightning and shit. Oh my God. I'm talking about it was terrifying. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. Didn't get a lick of sleep. I didn't get no sleep that night at all. Cause after it, because it didn't really dawn on me until it was there and it was nighttime and wasn't like no street lights out. And the cabin was on the lake. So then every time the lightning hit, you can see the reflection of everything. Like it was ominous. Like everything would just come alive all of a sudden every time the lightning hit, and then it would just go back dark. Oh my God. It was scary. And so I almost died in a thunderstorm. And basically, because nothing happened. We got up the next day. We went to breakfast. He took me out on the lake. That was literally actually my first time fishing. Shout out to Matt. Caught me a little fish. We blowing. And the mosquito. Oh my God. The mosquitoes didn't ate me alive. That's one thing. That's why I'm glad I'm not in Minnesota no more. Them mosquitoes is treacherous. But yeah, nothing happened. Thankfully. Matt is a good dude. Okay. The reason why I stopped talking to Matt is because Matt slipped up and tried to say nigga please one time, and I checked him on it, and he tried to say up and down he was playing, but I don't fucking joke like that. And me and Matt unfortunately stopped talking. I think we're still Facebook friends. He could probably see this if he does, but me and Matt stopped talking for that reason, because Matt tried to try me. And then I noticed that he started spelling things like with KU. Now, this is something interesting too. Another thing that I noticed, like when we got to talking and all of that, like all of a sudden he'd be like, all right, cool. And he'll put KU. I'm like, for real, Matt? That's what we doing, Matt? So, matter of fact, okay. Since we're doing story time, let me tell y'all about the time I started a telemarketing business with this dude named Mark, right? That I met him at this telemarketing joint. This is my own personal testimonies on why I don't really trust them folks like that, right? I meet this dude named Mark. We're gonna call him Mark at this telemarketing spot, right? In Minnesota, they got a lot of telemarketing spots that's real shady, right? And like boiler room type joints. Like they just pop up and it's always somewhere to go work, you know what I'm saying, at a telemarketing spot. Make hella money because it's usually like some commission or something, and they're cooking the books or whatever. You really don't ask no questions. You really just go get your money and get your paycheck and go. And Lord, forgive me, because I remember one time I was working at this one, they was putting up y'all remember Craigslist? Y'all remember Craigslist? I was working at a spot that used to put up ads in Craigslist, and like we was the number that they would call in, and it was like our job to sell them a pre-foreclosed like listing for a housing, but they was really thinking that they was oh man, I done been there. But anyway, me and Mark Mark had the plug at the time on the website that you go to get the leads, right? And back then it was what was real popular was construction leads, like calling different places where hurricanes or storms that happen, calling everybody in the neighborhood, setting up an appointment for the construction guys out there to go get an inspection on the roof, right? Boom, bam, bam. I don't know if y'all, I done it all, from Cutco knives, all that. I done it all. But this particular time, we was doing the roofing joint, right? Me and Cuz like, yo, we can do this. Like, we're good. Like, so me and him, no, his name is Mark. It's the white dude, Mark. And hold on, wait till I get to his girlfriend. His girlfriend ruined it. But Mark was cool. This is a running thing. I don't really want to put myself out there like that. But yeah, I used to be the person that had the party favors. Because if I don't say that part of the story, then it don't make sense. I had the party favors. Mark used to get the party favors. Mark used to get so many party favors. I was like, man, where you get this money from? Whoa. I do this. I do that. I had the computer knowledge. I knew how to build like computers from scratch. So I would go to the Goodwill and whatever, and put computers together, right? So we got a little makeshift call center down in the basement. Couple computers, me and him, leads, you know what I'm saying? We getting it in. I'm talking about the money is great. The leads was $125 a piece at that time. And all you got to do is call the homeowners in the area, verify the address, verify they got insurance, ask them where the damage is, boop de bop bam bing bing boo boo. It was like a 4 or 5 minute call and $125. It was phenomenal. So me and my mans, we mashing to get our ration. Now, Mark used to be a heroin addict. Mark was on Suboxones trying to kick that. If y'all don't know what Suboxones is, they these little orange joints that's supposed to be some alternative blah to skip a wee woo woo. Mark had a girlfriend named Jessica. And Jessica used to, man, run that dude around like a little puppy, man. Like man, okay, Jessica, Jessica this, Jessica that. And him and Jessica used to sit up in the crib and get sky high. When I say sky high, I mean, I ain't never seen nobody pop 4 double stacks at one time and be totally fine. I mean, of course he was gone, but I just thought you would die if you do 4 double stacks. If you don't know what I'm talking about, whatever. I just thought you would just die. You just be dead. Like matter of fact, his max was 5. Matter of fact, one day, fucking around with him, I could have died on this one, I guess. He did 5. I called myself doing 3. That was like the worst day. That was the worst day. That was the worst day, trying to follow up behind them folks. But anyway, me and my brother goes out of town one time. Now, mind you, we on the phone. What's up, Solstice? This is story time. One time, we on the phone, right? Getting it in. Money. I think I got like $1,700 for the week lined up. And I went to Atlanta with my brother. So I'm like, you can Western Union me or whatever it was back then, because it wasn't no this, that, and the third, right? So I'm out of town, I'm kicking it heavy because I know I got the spread coming. I'm wilding. Boy, I gets the union, and the union's only like $800-900. And I'm like, Mark, man, what's up with this shortness in my green, player? oh man, a couple of the leads came back and a couple of the woo 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 wham wham whams. And I'm like, oh shit. Is Mark marking right now? Are you? So anyway, long story short, I get back. Cuz still playing with my paper, man. We talking about another, like another $500-$600 I was concerned about, $600-$700 I was concerned about. And then it was like I stopped working, like I got back on the phone and we still going. And Mark unfortunately had control of the account because Mark had the website and access to the leads. I don't know if y'all know what the leads is, but you got to pay this website to be able to go on there and reference people in a certain area of a certain income, you know what I'm saying, in a concentrated area to be able to call them and reference them, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, the nigga Mark, man, done went on a Benji with the money. He back on the. At first, he was taking them little blockers. I don't know what they kind of blockers. When you do heroin, some type of blocker, right? And he fell off with the Suboxones and whatever. So him and Kate, that's her name, Kate. I couldn't read because I used to hate the way you say Kate this and Kate that. Kate, him and Kate set up and was roned out. And I talked to him, man. I'm like, man, what is it that Kate does for you? Like, why does Kate get to do you like that? He like, man, I get to do whatever I want to her, man. It's like, what do you mean? He's like, man, we get high, man, and she just lets me, man, just like do whatever, man. Like I don't want to get too graphic, but if you know, you know. He like, man, ATM, man. Like I stick my toe in her, bro. I like teabag, like whatever, man, in her ear, man, like whatever. I'm like, okay, but why you sit up and get high with the money with Kate, man? You know we got business. You know what we got to do. Long story short, I end up socking Mark. Yep, I socked him. It was too much money he was playing with. I socked him. I end up not getting no money. And he kept one of the computers I had fixed and built. Oh, hold on. Wait. Since we're doing story time, y'all gonna love this one. This is the first time I figured out I couldn't trust them people. This is the first time. So rest in peace, my cousin Todd. Check this out. This is good. This is a good one. So y'all remember back in the day when they used to have them like this little super sales, right? At the stadiums, right? In Minnesota, it was the Metrodome, right? It was the Metrodome. And when I mean the super sales, I mean where they used to have all the bass, all the speakers, all the speaker boxes. Then they used to have Tommy, Jabot, Carl Kanai, Woo-dee-woo, right? Jinko. Like they had everything, right? Right? Check it out. Boom. My cousin Todd, rest in peace, come visit me in Minnesota from Gary, Indiana, right? It's my big cousin Todd. I look up to my cousin Todd. He's cool. He's the cool, right? He up there for the summer. He like, I need to get some paper. So he got a job out the wanted ads for, a salesman at the super sale. This is back in the day when you could go on the wanted ads and get a job, call, get the job. They ain't check no ID, birth certificate, nothing. I'm following Big Cuz, so I'm like, hey, Cuz, I want to work too. He like, you too little to work. I'm like, whatever. I got hustle. Yeah, you from GI? Not Glen Park. My grandma used to live on 4246 Georgia, right there by the IGA that burnt down there. I know all about Gary. I used to go every summer. But anyway, back to the story. And that's where he from. He used to go to Lou Wallace. The cousin I'm talking about, he used to go to Lou Wallace. His name is Todd. Very popular. He used to drive that Monte Carlo with the hammers on it. Anyway, I know I'd be vivid with the shit, but anyway, Todd come up there for the summer, right? He goes down there for the interview at the Metrodome. I goes with him. I didn't convince him to go with him because I think I had to show him where it was at. Because the bus system or whatever. Because we like when we was kids, we used to taking the bus everywhere. We used to take the bus over an hour and a half, 2-hour ride out to the Mall of America. Like we lived on the north side of Minneapolis, and the Mall of America was on the south side of Minneapolis in the suburbs. And the bus ride from where I live to the Mall of America was 2.5 hours. It was the funnest bus ride there and back too. It was a 2-hour ride there and back. But we used to do it when we was kids, especially when it first opened. It was cracking. Anyway, long story short, we get the job. I get the job at the Metrodome. I'm Tony too young at the job working. First day, great. They had him over there in the speaker section. They had me over there in the clothes section, right? So I'm working with Habibi and them. I guess my job was, to fix the clothes. Brooklyn Center. Oh, that's what's up. I went to Park Center for a little stint in my little 10th grade. I was a Park Center pirate for a minute, for a little second, little shaky. Cause my job was to fix the displays. Now, mind you, I'm 12, 13, 14. I can't be no older than that. Because I don't even think I was in middle school. So I think it was like 16. I think it was like 6th grade. I was in middle school, 6th, 7th grade, one of the two. So that's 13 or 14. Todd was a little older. He was like 16, 17. Right. So he was able to kind of get a job. He had ID and all that. He had been working and all that. But me, I got my little ass down there and I'm getting it in. I'm making me some paper, right? Talking about taking lunch breaks and all type of shit. First job, right? My first shit. First day is cool. We get off, hard day's work. They pay us cash. I went home with about $60. Boy, you couldn't tell me shit, boy. I had $60, nigga. What? But I had already been making money though, because I used to clean up my apartment building. Man, I had took the cleaning job from my mom in the apartment building. That's another story. I'm gonna tell you that story. That's how like I knew I was like a straight hustler though. Like I used to. Anyway, let me now get off the story. Wait. All right. So we go to works the next day. We in different sections, mind you. I'm down there in the Carl Kanai section. Boo, boo, boo. The Jabos and all of that, right? I don't. Oh, okay. Some niggas had asked me. I guess they were some boosters or something. I didn't, now I'm thinking back 2020 hindsight. I didn't know, but they set it off in me. Some dudes had came by and they was like, hey fam, we'll give you this $40 if you let us get them jeans. And I never forget it. It was some Carl Kanai shorts. And it was 2 dudes. I don't know who they was or whatever. But shit, I took that $40. I took the $40. So then I'm like, oh shit. And because they got away, I got the $40. They got away. This is all in the same work day too, y'all. Like, so and they had us working from morning till night. No labor laws or shit. Nigga, I was there like damn near from the goddamn open till close. No labor laws. We went up to the concession stand to get some shit to eat. Nigga, that shit was foul as hell. What they had me doing though, on the real. Now that I think about it, because I was there all day the first day, all day, and I was damn near all day until this shit happened. Wait, here we go. So after they had approached me to let them get the Carl Kanais, for the $40, that's when it clicked in my head. Oh, I can get paid. Oh, I can get some money. So why I start all the black people I was seeing while I was fixing the clothes, I was just like, if y'all give me, you know what I'm saying, like $40, $50, I'll let y'all take something. Now, most of ever all not most, all the black people that I prompted was with the shits. When I'm telling y'all, I left out of there with about $250, $300 because I didn't get paid from the people. Because what had happened was, I thought that same hustle was gonna work on this white couple, y'all. Damn. Why I do it? Why did I do it? Why did I do it? And I'm talking about, as a kid, I couldn't have had picked the whitest of the whitest couple. The dude looked like Shaggy from Scooby-Doo, and the girl looked like Winnie Cooper from Wonder Years with that long hair. Shaggy from Scooby-Doo with the little Scooby-Doo haircut, and Winnie Cooper. This is how they look. Like they was straight off the mystery van. Straight off that thing. Why I go up to these folks? They was looking at urban wear, mind you. I done went up to these folks and I said, I give y'all them, give you them jeans. That I give y'all them couple pairs of jeans for $40. You know what I'm saying? Just thinking I'm out there balling. I'm banging, I'm slanging. What? I got the clothing empire right now. Nobody's the wiser. What are you talking about? Man. Why them folks come tap me on my shoulder talking about, you gotta get up out of here. You're stealing, you gotta. I was like, I ain't stole nothing. What y'all talking about? Look, that's the only time a nigga could be like, I didn't do nothing. Cause I sure did some shit that time. I ain't do nothing. What you talking about? Boy, they must have tapped me on my damn shoulder and kicked me out that joint, man. I had to. And look, y'all know how the stairs be. Like when you in a ballpark, it was on the floor, right? On the floor, the center, all the action was on the floor. I had to do the whole young walk of shame up the bleachers, like on the solo. Cuz didn't even know I had got kicked out because he was over there working and doing his thing. We ain't had no cell phones, with no communication right now. He just had to find out when he got home what happened. Man, them folks done kicked me out. I probably jacked as much as money as they was probably gonna pay my little minor ass for the whole thing. So, wasn't necessarily a bad thing. And Cuz had bought me back a little two 8-inch speakers in the box. Boy, I was so happy. He bought me like the 2-inch little the little woofers, a little 2/8s, and I had hooked them up to my little radio at the crib. At the crib, I had some bass, boy. What? Boy, I was so happy. He charged me $50 for them too, and I don't even know if that's how much they cost. But he took my $50 for them little speakers. But I learned at that time. I still didn't learn my lesson, but that's one of the first lessons I can think about when I'm like, man, you can't really, if you're doing something bogus. I didn't learn it just then. Like, how when you get into something later on in life, that's the one that I reference it to. Like, boy, you should have known you can't trust them folks. You can't trust them folks when you're doing certain things now, boy. You can't trust them folks. Midwest people say cool as hell, Jay. I'm originally from Detroit, moved to the South, and I know where the real ones are. I'm telling you, Midwest, we a little different in the Midwest. We do get down a little different in the Midwest. You dig what I'm saying? Yeah, that was one time I knew I couldn't trust. You know what? I tell y'all this right off the top. I don't know if y'all ever been in the game before, but them folks is the worst person to give credit for to because they're never gonna pay you back. I done got 2, 3, 4 times trying to have a good heart and let some of them folks go on some credit, and boy, they don't never pay back. Them folks don't never pay back. And them folks is the worst kind in the game. Let me tell y'all something. Some of y'all don't even know. The folks is the worst kind. This why? Because they get a lot, right? And then they'll test you out too. They'll get a little bit that seem like a lot, maybe a little less than they normally get. Hey man, let me just get a little like listen, man, I don't usually do this, Jay. I spend a lot, man. You know I spend a lot, bro. But listen, my grandma's coming from Portugal next week, and we're gonna take them out to the Morants, me and my aunt and I just kind of need the money, right? And I swear, bro, I swear I'm gonna pay. I swear, just give me a G right now. I usually get a whole, you know how I do, Jay. You know what I do, Jay. Just give me a G right now, bro. Just hook me up, and I'll throw a little something on top of it for you, bro. Do you know I usually don't do this? So you give them the little pack, and then Friday come right on time. Jay, thanks, bro. Thanks, Jay, man. See, you're my man's, man. I got that for you, right? I need a little more, okay? Okay. And then I put this to the side for you, okay? Here you go, Jay. Here you go. Okay. Here you go. And then you be like, man, that's a cool ass dude right there, man. Rob, cool as hell, man. Rob, you niggas be saying dumb shit. The money they be spending with you, niggas be saying dumb shit like, man, I love Rob, man. That's my man right there. Rob, cool as hell, dummy. So here come Rob again. Now Rob won't do it the very next time. Rob's gonna get the regular pack. He's gonna send somebody at you to get something. You come get another one, and then and here go Rob now. Listen, man, Jay. Listen, bro. Usually I don't do this, bro. You know me, man. You know me, bro. I'm straight up and down with you. I I don't do any. I'm from the old school, bro. I don't do those. I don't do that crap, bro. I was in the army, I'm an army guy, I don't do that stuff, bro. So listen, I just want the same thing that I usually get, and I swear to you, bro. I swear to you on my mother's grave, bro, that I will give you that plus a little bit extra, okay? This time, okay? I this time, all right? And then you be like, man, yeah, man, Rob, cool as hell, man. He always pay back, nah. Rob is cool as hell. Little do you know, Rob's moving to Florida the very next week. You didn't know it. You don't know. Rob ain't told you. You ain't never been to Rob's house like that. Right? You get a little you get a little pack to Rob. Matter of fact, that was your last little joint, right? Before you go get back right, right? You didn't gave Rob a nice little substantial little baller waller, right? He got the ball. He's playing all the ball. Friday come. You calling Rob ain't really answering like that. You like, damn. Like I know Rob ain't no bullshit. Rob just, you know what I'm saying? He was probably, you know what I'm saying? I just, you know what I'm saying? I'ma just hit him up later. You hit Rob up later. Ain't no answer. You know what? So much happened. That right? So much happened. This ain't like Bob. Bob usually come up with that paper, man. He gonna throw a little extra on there for me, man. I ain't even, you know what I'm saying? I ain't even really tripping. Bob, I know Bob got me. Bob's my guy. You give a call the very next day on Saturday. Bob answered the phone. Yeah, what's up, Bob? What up, Mike? What up, Bob? Your heart, goes back into your chest. What's up, Bob, man? You know what I'm saying? I was just trying to get up with you, man. Where you gonna be? You know what I'm saying? I'm out and about right now. I'm trying to. And I got a little something new for you, Bob. Where you at? Oh, brother, man, I had to go to Florida, man. Yeah, man. My aunt, bro, she's going through leukemia down in Pembroke, man. And yeah, man, I just had to pack up the station wagon, man, and just tell it on out, man. I left the apartment, man, and yeah, man, I just gotta go take care of her, bro. But listen, Jay, when I get down there and get all settled in, I got you, bro. Man, you be like, what, Bob? Bob done got your ass. You have gotten got by Bob. Bob is 45 hours away, like 15 hours away in two other states over. You will never see Bob again. You got his number, but what can you do about it? What can you do about Bob? You bow out gracefully and never call the number again. By the way, that's a true story, right? His name wasn't Bob, but he sure did me like that too. He did me. He just really, really did me. One time, man, there's all type of stories when you're dealing with that lifestyle though. One time, I had another, and we talking about them folks too. Because that was my thing. I did discriminate when it came to that. I ain't really like messing with my folks, you know what I'm saying? Because my mom was on drugs and all of that. So I ain't really want to do that to nobody else's family. You know what I'm saying? So I used to just deal with them folks. And just so y'all know, I always tax the folks too. Like that was like my form of reparations. I don't care what I paid for it. If you want it, it's gonna be a little extra. You just gotta know that. Hey, that's just life. That's the way it is. But it's kind of like a fee for having to connect to the black guy that has the stuff. Right? But I had this lady, man, she was going through. This lady was in treatment. And again, she had this kind of blocker that you have where she couldn't do the ron, but she was messing with the glass though. I don't know if y'all know these terms. I can't really explain it to you like that. But she was on the blockers from the ron, and she was trying to get the windows. So I'm over there bringing the windows. Her and this little dude that she met at treatment, they both on the blockers. Yeah, it's been a long time. These is old stories, fam. This is way back, boy. Back in the time. But this also is to say that we all change, man, and that's why I'm not judgmental, and I'm never gonna look down on somebody for getting how they live because they ain't giving us all the opportunities to get it. You understand what I'm saying? It's just that I can walk in a whole bunch of other people's different shoes and understand where they're coming from, right? But Shorty, she had the shorties, they had the shorties, and y'all know if y'all ever been in that lifestyle, y'all know when y'all go to their crib, The crib is always nasty. The Pampers are always filled. The noses are always snotty. The feet are always dirty. They're always a video, a DVD or a video on the front room with the cartoons on, right? And then they usher you in past them, either to the bathroom or the room where they trying to do whatever they said doing away from the shorties, unfortunately. But this lady, she got me good though, man. She would pay in advance. I learned all this. Boy, ain't nothing you can tell me about sneaks, about nickel slick, sneaky sneaks, nickel slickers. I didn't been through them all. You learn this stuff by failing. These ain't all success stories. I got. So I'm telling you my vulnerable. I got. But listen, she used to pay in advance. That's what I say. Hey man. And dude, I'm P-Winkle. I'm Shorty P-Winkle with the stories I'm telling. We all know that there was other people that was heavy off in the game. I was never a holder. I was always like a middleman. Like I would never have anything, but I just always knew the homeboys to go get it and bring it back. Go give it to me. I'm gonna bring it to you. Or no, my thing was give me the money. I go get it and bring it back. That way, ain't no bugs yet. You know what I'm saying? Because I got another story of when somebody tried to blame me for them getting robbed after I introduced them together, and they done did 50 transactions after they know me, but somehow it was my fault. But anyway, this lady used to pay in advance, right? She would always throw a little 25, a little 50 on top. And the first time she did it, she didn't say nothing about it. So I'm thinking like, oh, Shorty must be she high. She just giving out extras or right, whatever. So I'm like, okay. So the first couple times she was doing it but didn't mention it. Then the third time she came with the short money. And she was like, well, Jay, I always give you extra, Jay. Like you can't, do this for me. This is one time. And, She always used to talk like she was super tired. Like she was always like, Jay, I give you extra money every time, Jay. So this, unless you could just do this for me this time, Jay. Everything was all drawn out. So she had got me with that. I was like, oh, okay. Because we be trying to be fair in the game. I'm not finna disrespect you just because you a fiend. You don't want to disrespect your fiends or alienate your fiends. You gotta. Oh, go ahead. You can go. I'm just telling the story. I said that if I reach my goal in a certain thing, then I would do an extra hour stream. I was going to do 2. I'm going to 3 because I had set a goal. Matter of fact, y'all see that goal. I had a couple people sprinkle me, and I appreciate y'all. But y'all see that goal on the super chats. Go ahead and do the goal. You know what I'm saying? Now I gave y'all the extra for the free because I just wanted to test out if I'm actually able to tell a story. But anyway, she gave me the extra money. Came back the next time. She wanted me to give it to her for the show money because she had gave me extra time. Now, I didn't know that was the manipulation side of the game and the overlay for the underlay to set me up on the woo wop later on in the game. So then after that, she didn't come back short no more. It was the little extras. It was the little extras. It was the little extras. She had got up to a certain amount because at this point, I'm starting to count because I'm like, what are you getting at? Like you ain't just doing it to be doing it. Are you build? I was anticipating her for giving me enough to get up on a big pack and then being like, give me that. But I wasn't finna let that happen because you know how the money go. Like when the money come in and money go out, you get to spending it, you get to doing whatever, and it don't really count like it count if you're seeing it over time and it's a small increment. So it ain't like you really gave me nothing. It's trickery, right? So we get up to about $150, right? And I'm looking for the BS to come in, right? As soon as I think about the BS, here it comes. call me over to your damn house knowing you ain't had no damn money. Talking about, well, you know, the extra that I gave you. And she was so nice and sweet. You know what I'm saying? When they be always so nice and sweet. We talking about YT people here, y'all. Nice and sweet. So I gives her the little thing. I think this was around the same time as dude that went to Florida. I ain't even gonna lie. Like, I didn't even learn my lesson in this certain little game, because actually I was a little new to this game. I really never dealt with the windows before, but my man's had a plug. I was just trying to get some money. You know how I go. Give her the little thing. Now, mind you, I'm like, all right, she got me. She'll never do me wrong, just like the last time. Wooty wooty goo goo gop gop yam. She calls me over there yet again with the short money. So then when I start to nut up, and then I start, you know what I'm saying, like treating her like the fiend she was, then she tried to call the cops on me. And I had to get up out of there. Well, I wasn't finna deal with her no more. She probably had found another plug. So yeah, she got away with the little whoop-de wop I gave her. And and now see, that's full stories I done told coming up on the short end of the stick, dealing with them folks. Do I got some stories and some good ones? Yes, I do. But it is those situations right there that you be like, damn, you know what I'm saying? People say, where's the goal? The goal was, at that time, it was really like just extracurricular money, because I had a good job. You know what I'm saying? I always worked and all of that. So it was like a side hustle. Like I said, I wasn't really the man. I won't claim that I'm the man and I held or did anything. Like I had to wait, son. No, I did not. I knew the guys that had to wait. And because I'm a stand-up dude and I keep it on the up and up, they would allow me to get what I needed when I needed it and do what I did. So when I look back at it, it was actually kind of dumb, because I was taking a lot of penitentiary chances for kibbles and bits, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? If you're going to be in the game, you might as well be in the game and get the money. But then again, my other philosophy is I ain't trying to be a kingpin. I'm just trying to stack a little dough, right? Trying to straddle the fence, like I'm sure we all do in some way. You talking about, oh, what's the goat on the channel? Oh, I don't know. It should be in the chat thing. I think it's like 10 super chats for $5 a piece. YouTube said that I should set goals. Like, I'm trying to like do some of the model stuff that YouTube tell me to do, like a polished creator, because for so long I really didn't really take it serious, because they were stifling my channel because of the stuff that I talk about. But once they gave me a little glimmer of hope and let me break through, like, there are people out here that want to hear these messages, and if you just keep going, you can break the algorithm. I kept it going. Said, I remember a time my homie went outside late night to bust a nut, right? And this fool walked back in with his eyes swollen. I started rolling. He told me some buff about Debo tried to take. Y'all had somebody in y'all neighborhood named Debo. You're not one of them one-uppers, are you? And that's not to be disparaging or anything, but I know people who, like, somebody tell a story and then they try to tell a story right after it to kind of like one-up it, or, you know what I'm saying, like, oh, look, I did do. I'm not saying that's you, because I hate when stuff is typed and I can't really interpret it the right way. But yeah, man, I was gonna do a little 3 hours, man. Y'all, I appreciate y'all rocking with me, rocking and rolling with me, rocking and rolling with me. We already knew that they was gonna say that this boy. You see how the conversation drifted to somewhere else, because we like so numb and not even surprised that they're doing what they're doing. Then we go. He said, especially especially if you do long lives, you got what it takes. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. I try. My goal. I want to do. I've been thinking about it. I did it the other day on some BS, but I did a 7 hour long live the other like couple weeks back where I was reviewing the George Floyd footage, and it didn't really necessarily do what I thought it was going to do, but I thought it was more or less because of the time. And I got to figure out a way for YouTube to push it to the overseas market because there's no reason why I should have did something overnight like that, and people from overseas shouldn't have been tapping in. Keep It P podcast is a global show. We do got people from overseas to tap in, so I don't know why the people just getting up or doing their thing overseas didn't tap in. Maybe it was the topic. Maybe there's a lot of factors that were into that, but yeah, I was like, it was a couple weeks ago. It was a couple weeks ago. I don't know. I was just trying something, man, because I was on YouTube and I seen this one dude's channel while I was scouring, and every one of this dude's streams is like 11 hours, 10 hours, 9 hours, and he had millions of views on his streams, like 900,000, 1.3 million. I was like, wow, like, geez, Louis. And he was all he was doing was watching crime videos and stuff like that. And I'm like, honestly, I got enough shows to do a 24-hour Keep It P podcast. I've been thinking about that, like letting all them years of videos run on a 24-hour loop on a separate channel and just call it Keep It P 24/7, because obviously we still adding to it. But that joint would go on forever. It's over 4,800 videos on that joint on the Keep It P podcast by itself. So I don't know, I really just trying stuff. I'm really trying to be like free as a creator, because you really don't know what really is going to work outside of what you do, because I'm a different creator. That's why I need all y'all to be hip on the other channels, because what I would like to do is separate the content. On J Lava, I'd like to do more stuff like this, storytelling and this, that, and the third. On Keep It P podcast, I want to talk about the social issues and the reparations and stuff. And on Raw, I want to be super petty McDavid Daniels, right? Just as a black content creator and how they don't push our channels, I've fortunately been able to find a way to break through the algorithm. But as y'all see, I got a stream on all three channels with two versions apiece, just to break through. Because I tried it just the other day with just the regular 3 channels, and they stifled that so bad it was ridiculous. It made me look like I had just started. So I done found a little way to break through and reach more people. But you got to find tricks, and it costs to do that. This restream, they charge you. Not only do they charge you to stream and to so many channels, but they charge you to make a vertical and a horizontal version of your video extra to be able to do that. And something's wrong with my card the other day and all that. That's why y'all see that one little single broadcast I did the other day. And it's actually doing good now, but they didn't give it the same boost or push that they give it normally when I force them to, with like 6 videos at one time. He said, check my fam out. He's on the blueprint on how to do long lives effortlessly. Was his Wabi Tube network? Okay, here, let me write that down. All right, here, I'll just text it to myself. Yeah, I always be studying. I ain't never too proud to brush up and figure out how I can be a better storyteller, or how I can convey information to you guys in a better way. I know that I can be somewhat sort of a scatterbrain, so I learned to narrow down what I was saying think a little bit before I talk, to be cohesive. But I'm trying though. I'm working on it. I'm taking this journalist thing very seriously, and it's unconventional. Like it doesn't have to be conventional. I don't. You don't have to speak in a certain way to get the message across, as long as the audience that you're speaking to understand where you're coming from. So if y'all like me, then you already know it's going to be a mix of proper English with slangily, langualistic. Everything is just going to be everything from in between with a little vulgarness and sometimes too. Even though I kind of cut down on the cursing, but sometimes you might get a little foulness out. Man, nah, it feels good to curse. I don't know about y'all, but I like cursing. But because I like doing it, that's why I've been trying to stop doing it. It's kind of like a mind control discipline thing. Since I'm so free with it, I'm actively trying not to do it. And not bring it on the program too. I know that our program could be played to a lot more people and reach a lot more heights without the vulgarities. Not like I'm trying to tailor it to them though, but you know, you just got to be willing to do whatever you need to do to make sure your messages get out there. Is that there's a lot of us taking it in our community, and I give you all the history. Oh man, I need it. Listen, me and Teasy man need to write a book, man. Like being a black creator, talking about the stuff that we talking about over this last 5 years has been super interesting. We got screenshots, we got video of all the games YouTube play in the background and this, that, and the other. And I swear, I mean, without our own platforms, you know, I guess that's what makes black people so great, because we adapt and we overcome. But boy, it's been tiny tough Tims. My YouTube account, like my J Lava YouTube account, is 17 years old. 17 years old. I was like, damn, that's a long time. 17 years old, man. And I didn't go viral on that channel until 2018. So from 2009 to 2018, nothing. I ain't go viral overall as a whole until 2018. It took me that long to go viral, and not necessarily with what I would like to have gone viral for. Now I've gone viral with things afterwards, you know what I'm saying, on my own volition, but you'll never know what it is that'll make you go viral. It'd probably be the most the thing you least want to go viral will go viral, and then that'll be stuck to your name, and then you'll think that's your identity, and you got to this, that, and the third. It's crazy. And how they do black creators. When my video went viral, fam, I don't understand how my video and all of that was on TMZ and all of these places and this, that, and the third. And me and my mans didn't end up at Coachella like the yodeling Walmart boy, because it was the same time, same month. This dude yodeling Walmart, he everywhere. I'm talking about my video was so big at the time, related to the biggest song and the biggest artist at the time. That joint was off the chat, and I'm gonna tell y'all what it was, y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all what it was. I had just started Keep It P podcast, kind of like this, but it wasn't called that back then. But yeah, I was talking about black empowerment and this, that, and the third on all the videos leading right up to it. And I'm pretty sure they said, "Oh no, we can't. He's one of those militant black guys. We can't deal with him." I know that played a factor, and I probably for the good too, because probably I would have got on and they would have corrupted me, and I probably would have cooned out or something. Who knows what happened? Shit happened for a reason. But that viral taught me a lot. That if any of y'all, if y'all trying to do some YouTube or anything like that, I'm willing to help anybody, and I'll be on y'all channels. Especially if I rock you, I'm finna subscribe. Like I'm subscribed to y'all channels and all of that too. If you ever put something on, I'm gonna be the first one to watch it, the first one to comment, put the like up there. I do share the same energy that I be wanting from other people, just so y'all know. He said time is a factor, just gotta know the right tools. Yeah. Um, yeah, with the invented AI, it done made my production and me putting together a show and or a broadcast, should I say. The AI was like the best thing spoken. Stuff like this, like we didn't have Restream doing all of this back when I started about 5 years ago. Matter of fact, we had started with Restream when it was kind of bogus, and we worked through it for the whole 5 years. I was just looking at all the invoices, like, damn, you didn't pay $50 that many months for 5 years. Sheesh. I need a discount, Restream. I need you. Matter of fact, I forgot about my affiliate link. I don't know why I ain't been putting that in the thing as long as I've been doing content. That's another way to get revenue off of what y'all do, affiliate links. But I ain't gonna hold y'all. Just my three hours. I ain't gonna hold you, but I'm a mojo fojo scojo about being on code. You know, I got 4 words for you. Let me go ahead. Let me get that out of my way real quick. I need y'all to go ahead, subscribe for the vibes, like for the spike in the algorithm. If it got that hype that thing. Put the hype on that motherfucker, dog. Damn, why I say that at the end of the video? See, I just learned like you need 2 minutes in the beginning and the end of the video without any cursing in it so that they don't block your revenue. So now I might have to Tommy bluff it out for another 2 minutes just to be sure, because I want to make sure I get my ad revenue. You know what I'm saying? Thank you. I appreciate you. This this YouTube game is crazy, man. I can't, and it's crazy. The crazy part is that we got to go through that. Boy, you could be a mediocre YT boy talking about sunflowers, and you will have 1 billion subscribers, and you have 1 billion subscribers and all the endorsement deals tomorrow. It's just the reality of it. So what that do? That makes us work and grind a little bit harder and become real deal. I gotta be good. Thanks, sis, but I gotta. You know how it is. We gotta be 10 times better. You know what I'm saying? I gotta have a format on my channel that works. I gotta be able to not only just play a bunch of videos like I see people doing, but be able to put them together cohesively and tell a story and make a point. You know what I'm saying? It ain't easy being cheesy. You know what I'm talking about? But if there's any of y'all out there thinking y'all want to do y'all YouTube thing, you know what I'm saying? That's what I mean. Go to the Facebook. Go follow me on the Facebook, on J Live on Facebook, or the Keep It P podcast group, which is closed, by the way. So you can post and say what you want to say in there without it. It's private. It's not public. And I'll accept you on the Keep It P podcast side of the game. But yeah, I wanted to make sure that was private so we can have our own set space. But J Lava on Facebook, on the TikTokers, we've been over there a little bit. Matter of fact, if I'm not mistaken, this is not this broadcast, but we usually be streaming on TikTok. But what I don't like about TikTok is it don't like necessarily let you see the streams once you're done streaming. Like once you're done streaming, the stream just kind of disappears. It's kind of like it's whack. I don't know. And plus, I don't get any of the interactions from people over there. Like they don't, like the TikTok don't come up in the chat like that. I don't know. That's another kink that needs to be worked out. But other than that, man, what you say, cuz? Yeah, that's why I appreciate you. Keep it lit and bring the heat. Yeah, I appreciate you, family, for real. I do got a sort of kind of passion for this. I'm a Gemini, fam. That's what I do. I talk a lot. I just figured it, found it out in life and brought it all the way about. I tried to rap, I still spit a couple bars and all that. Very creative with the music and video and film, but somehow this was the part that I was avoiding because I'm kind of recluse. I'm kind of introverted. You probably can't tell by the way I do my podcast, but I was always scared of this, all of this talking. But over the years, man, here I go, man. Here I go, fam. And for a long time, they wasn't even thinking about paying me. I just got a taste of what some ad revenue tastes like, and coins, and I ain't never had none of that. Yeah, people used to slide me a couple of like PayPals or Cash Apps back in the day, but I'm just now getting onto their little program, and I got a little renewed in faith because I didn't think that people who were saying these kind of messages was getting monetized. I just didn't think that's what it is. Now, the way that they always demonetizing some of my videos is another thing to be studied, because I tell you, out of the last 15 videos I did, 8 of them is demonetized for some reason or other. So y'all giving me them little sprinkles and all of that, that'd be cool, because I don't mind doing this. I got a passion. I think I could do a 24-hour stream. I actually, if my life was actually really that cool, I'd be on that. But I'm an old nigga. Don't nobody want to don't want anybody want to watch me all day long. I can just imagine right now what it would be like, because all I'd be doing is being online, scouring for videos and for the internet for my next program. I don't do much, y'all. Anyway, loves be blessed and aloha. I'm out the Doha for show. How you already know. Yeah, good.